up a little bit.
You hear me?
It's kind of it's kind.
All right, can y'all hear me? Y'all good?
Mhm.
I hear you, but it's
Mhm.
kind of distorted a little bit.
It's distorted.
A little bit.
All right, hold on. Can you hear me better now?
Oh, I hear you. I'm
What
just saying
just
it's distorted.
happened?
All right, let's go.
All right, hold on. Hold on. All right, y'all. So, anyways, we're having some difficulties, but we're gonna get through it. Anyways, y'all, welcome to episode 4 of the Wrestling Talk Radio. This is your host, Big Keys. We sitting here. We got another good episode, another good show for y'all today. We're gonna be discussing something huge from back in 2001. I know if y'all big wrestling fans, y'all know remember the Invasion storyline. We're gonna be talking about that Invasion storyline coming up here later in the show. But first, let me introduce my co-hosts. As always, they always been joining me for the past couple of shows, and I'm thankful to have them on. Let me introduce themselves and everything. First, the one down below me, according to what everything is set up, Mr. Orange Cassidy himself. Mr. Lucas, please introduce yourself.
Hello,
Or
people. What is going on? Glad to be here.
and that's Lucas. Also, and my other homeboy, brought back from 1990, the 90s, the Big Daddy Cool. Hey,
Woo! What's good? What's good? We in the building. We here, man. Let's talk
what
about
up,
it.
Cap?
What's going on?
What's
I'm
going
drunk.
on? Good man, good man. Cap, if y'all don't know, me and Cap stay in Virginia, and we've been having crazy weather this week. We had the hurricane, ECS, ICS, and whatever the damn name that hurricane is.
You
The
said it better than I can
forecaster,
say it.
yeah, the forecaster was trying to announce that shit, and it was hilarious. But yet and still, we survived. Everybody's good, so everybody's good. We had a little bit of rain here. I was worried about going on live right now because with the storm and everything, but we're good. Anyways, my last guest, homeboy who has been on, I think he's been on every show. I think he missed one show though, I believe. But my homeboy Chris, what up, Chris?
What's up, y'all? Chris here. Appreciate y'all. Appreciate Big Keys. Appreciate you, Cat. Appreciate you, Lucas, man. Thank you guys for having me.
Always, man, always. All right, Lucas, put your hand down. Anyways, all right. Before we get to our main event topic today, let me address a couple of things. As y'all know, the big news coming out of NXT last night was Pat McAfee showing up at NXT last night. Y'all remember the interview? He had Adam Cole on his podcast, and they got into it a little bit. He was
A little bit,
insulting. Go ahead, tell it. Well, go ahead,
a little
Lucas. You can
bit,
tell it better than I can.
a little bit. Cole blew up in his fucking face. That's what happened. That man started dropping f bombs. That man started doing a whole bunch of different shit that you never really see out of Adam Cole.
Yeah,
In all
for
honesty,
real.
Yo, that was crazy though. That was crazy. And then it came over to NXT. McAfee showed up at NXT last night. If y'all didn't see it, everything, go check it out. McAfee, if y'all don't know who McAfee is, McAfee was a former NFL player. He was a punter in the National Football League.
a
So,
punter, a
a
punter.
punter. Not a
He sure
quarterback,
ain't
not
no
a running
punter
back, not a
without
wide receiver,
Adam
not a
Cole.
defensive lineman.
Eh,
What say, Chris?
He displayed that all pro kick last night. Definitely that shit is working.
Yo. Y'all need to go back and
Jesus.
watch that shit. That motherfucker kicked
It
the
happened
hell
so
out of Adam
fast.
Cole.
I see they was breaking him up, and then I turned away for a second to check my phone or something. And he was on the ground. I'm like, yo, what happened? Like, damn, did he tranquilize him?
Yo, he called Adam Cole a bitch and then came back and punted the hell. Yo, he Randy Orton his ass.
He said, "Hey, nah." He said he got his ass like Buddy did in the Boondocks. So you just got kicked in your chest.
Oh my
Like
god.
on some real shit though.
I
He
ain't gonna
really
say the
got
rest. I ain't gonna say the
nah,
rest because we got the
nah.
answer already. But
Right. We're not gonna
I
say
need
the
to
rest.
clarify
We
my
know the
answer.
rest. We know the rest.
Yeah.
We know the rest.
Anybody who watched the show know exactly how the rest goes.
And yeah, if y'all don't know the Boondocks, y'all go watch it. Y'all know the rest, but we're not gonna address it on here. We're not gonna do it on the show. Anyways, so but as of this early, I think it was breaking news a couple of hours. Well, it
About
was
two
breaking
hours
news, but
ago.
about 2 hours ago.
hmm
Triple H laid down a challenge for Pat McAfee to face Adam Cole at NXT Takeover 30, and basically Pat McAfee released a video, probably like I want to say a 4 or 5 minute video where he accepts Cole's Triple H's challenge. So it's going to be Adam Cole versus Pat McAfee at NXT Takeover 30.
And for all the people, you know what I've been seeing in the comments. Oh my God, Adam Cole's the longest running champion ever, and then you put him in the program with somebody that's not a wrestler. That's a rub. They trusted you to put a good match on with this dude. Like people be looking at the game wrong, man.
Yeah.
It's a rub.
So it's yeah. So I get it. Yeah, we're on YouTube. I'm sorry, I was pulling up on my phone. We are live on YouTube, y'all. So, and Kev, Lucas, Chris, tell your peoples and everything. Tell them come in with their comments or whatever and everything like that. We are live on YouTube, so it's up and running. I just checked my phone. Sorry about that, y'all. Just checking.
No, you're good. If I go in and out, it's just because I'm just I got some food over here.
If I go in and out, it's because I got kids.
He's got kids, damn it.
He's got kids.
Man has kids, man.
He's now Heath.
That's
it.
Hey,
he's Heath.
I'm just waiting for somebody to come up behind Chris and just tell him, I don't give a shit about your kids.
And that was the day they died.
Yeah, and that's when they die. And that's when Haymaker starts getting thrown.
Don't fuck with a man with his kids. Don't do that.
Never.
Don't ever do that. That's personal.
Brock Lesnar, then I'll be like, fuck them kids.
Yeah.
Like,
you turn around. Hey. You be like, yeah, man. Yeah,
right,
go ahead. Handle your business, man.
Yeah, go ahead. They don't need to eat. He's like,
you want him?
You want him? You want to take him? They're your kids. Yeah, your kids.
Everything. Y'all have a good time. I'll see y'all later.
Right there, your kids.
They're yours now.
Y'all enjoy. Have a good time.
Y'all have a good time. Y'all hit me up later. Yeah. Matter of fact, don't call. Anyway, that was the big news coming out of NXT. So McAfee versus Cole at NXT TakeOver 30. Also, the end of Friday Night SmackDown. If y'all watched that, it was Nikki Cross taking on Bayley for the SmackDown Women's title. After the match was over, the Fiend showed up and basically gave the mandible claw to Alexis Cross. Crossing her name, Alexa Bliss. Gave her the mandible claw to end the show. So there's a lot of speculation of what's going on with that. So what y'all think is going to happen with that? You think it's going to be? Is this the start of the Sister Abigail character? Is this going to be a new character for Alexa Bliss? What's going to happen with that?
I see Braun running through a wall and choking out the Fiend or whatever version he catch first. But I can watch that match. Alexa was there and Braun. That was a hallucination. And for Bray it's crazy. It's trippy. For Bray to even know that she was there and do what he did is just like that's kind of brilliant. I like it.
That's
I want to see where it's going.
That's Braun's like soft spot right there because people forget that they were They were tag team partners for that mixed match challenge not too long ago. So Braun, you could say has a soft side for Alexa. So Bray, the Fiend going after her, it makes sense. Now I can't really say I'm gonna start expecting a Sister Abigail type of character to show up, but if she does, cool. I want to see how it pans out, but everyone knows that's Braun's soft spot right there is Alexa.
I would like it because Alexa hasn't really done anything meaningful in a long time. This will make her relevant again. I mean, not that I think, did they have the tag team champions? I'm not sure who the tag team champions.
Yeah, they were tag champs. Tag champs.
So this would be her solo thing. This would be something that'll work for her. I can see it.
It's something new for her, it gives her something new to do.
Yeah.
And you think about it. If she's involved in that, that's possibly one of the main storylines on SmackDown.
Mm-hmm.
They'll have something to go off, so it'd definitely be a good storyline for the.
They have plenty of background to go off of.
Yeah, and I definitely didn't see that coming. That's like the thing I like about it. Never seen that happening.
That was sick. That was sick shit. I'm not gonna lie.
They threw a curveball at us, man, for real.
Just that music where he's just like, appears in the ring just for some reason, this doesn't sit right with me.
It shows that his character does not give he don't care, man, woman, he's getting you. You know what I'm saying? If he's thinking about doing something, he's gonna get you.
Yep.
So that makes me like, he's not playing around with nobody. You got a woman, like he's not playing.
And Chris disappeared. We don't know
maybe
where Chris went.
Maybe Bray got him.
He said Bray got him.
If Chris shows back up and it's the Fiend, I'm done. I'm canceling this. I'm ending this episode.
This is the way it's gonna work. Lucas is closer to Chris than we are. So Luke, you might be next, bro.
Yo, Lucas, if you disappear, yo, Kev, I'm done with this. I'm ending the broadcast.
Hey, I'll tell you this. I'll tell you this much. If that fucker shows up in my room, he's getting smacked in the face with a belt.
Gotta do what you gotta do, man.
Hey, and then I'm ripping his mask off and giving him the mandible claw.
Oh my God, he's back.
How you
look at the name.
Oh my God.
Oh my God.
Back.
Sorry about that. My stuff was messed up, but go ahead.
Tommy Strong.
Tommy Strong. The Fiend did come see him. Look.
Hey,
he healed him.
He changed his whole name and everything.
Y'all wanted them, so I'm giving them to you.
Yeah. Hey, yo, what do y'all think about I didn't mean to cut you off, Big Keys.
No, go ahead.
About the Fiend, like they say, every time the Fiend has a feud with somebody, he does something. He changes them.
Yep.
Y'all think that's true? I heard that, but I didn't really pay attention to
it. I believe it's true. I think something's gonna happen with Braun Strowman where he's gonna change.
Back to old Bray or Braun?
I think he goes back to old Bray. I think the Fiend wins the title at SummerSlam, and I believe Strowman goes into this like overly aggressive like monster again. Like it's gonna change him.
I think they give him some time off after he loses the belt. I think they give him some time off, and he comes back with a brand new character. I think because he needs to reinvent himself. Honestly, dude, like he's boring. The get these hands thing is so like played out already, and it's just so cringe to hear him talk sometimes.
Yeah, I have to. The way I look at it is now I'm starting to see that his character has starting to become stale. They had to rush to put the title on him. With Roman Reigns leaving and they weren't going to keep it on Goldberg, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. So I do think he does need to maybe reinvent himself. I don't think he needs to not be the monster among men. He still needs to be that. But I do believe if WWE don't get it taken care of the right way, we're going to have another big show on our hands.
Oh,
he's a heel for 3 months. He's a heel for 3 months.
I see him as that one.
He's a face for the next 3 months. And then
Chris. Oh no.
Hey,
I agree with Chris 100%. Yeah, I think this was gonna happen. I don't want to say that, but I think this was gonna happen, bro.
I'm looking at it like it's he's a dominant. You know what I'm saying? But it's only so much the strong man contest that we can consume. Like we witnessed a whole career of that with Mark Henry. You know what I mean? The world's strongest man and everything like that. I'm with Lucas on this. He does need to maybe take some time off, reinvent himself. It's hard to reinvent yourself though with no fans to go ahead and see if they can reciprocate to see if they will go ahead and approve of it or be like we know it's Braun Strowman. I mean, the days of the old WWE where you could keep having a different gimmick are over. So
there's only a few that can pull that off.
The internet is undefeated, so. It's you're not gonna be able to do that. You know what I mean? So they have to do something to where where they'll be like, okay, listen, we're bringing him back out. Mm-hmm. Now people can take him seriously. Like Lucas said, I agree. Get these hands is so overrated. Like I'm sick of get these hands, and I'm sick of the pancakes.
And honestly, like to backtrack
in a minute.
To backtrack off of what Chris said too, like how he's gonna be coming to a big show. I'll put it to you this way. This is just me though. He is already big show. He's already this modern days, big show.
Yeah.
That's just me though. And like I said, it could just be me. Like I'm just going off of what I seen. His only relevant time was when he was feuding with Roman and whooping Roman's ass left and right.
I hate to disagree with you, Lucas, but I can't.
Do y'all watch any of the WWE programming? Y'all get the notifications if I got the network?
Yeah.
R2 has a show called it's a game show or something, right? And Roman was actually on there, and Roman was in the gym, so he may be in play.
I mean, they got to do something, but I'm agreeing with the Braun Strowman thing. I mean, don't get me wrong. It's not like I think he's a horrible a champion, because I don't. He's doing the best at what he can.
Yeah.
Same I feel about Drew McIntyre, but I feel with Drew McIntyre, everybody wanted him to be that. Everybody wanted Drew McIntyre to be the champ.
Not to mention, Drew, sorry, I didn't mean to cut you off, but I just wanted to add one thing. Just Drew his title run for what it's been and what they've had to work with has been 10 times better than Braun's, and it's not
I
even a
100%
comparison.
agree. I 100% agree. But I think I like Lucas. And you know what? I know you're not the biggest fan of Braun Strowman. I don't think his title run has sucked, but I don't think it's like you said, Drew McIntyre's has been better. But you also got to think about the opponents that he's been having. You know what I mean? They're doing this 3 faces of fear with Bray. You know what I mean, and everything like that. So now there's more of a cinematic matches instead of an actual with Drew McIntyre. He actually is having matches.
Yeah.
You know, but with Braun
and good
Strowman
ones too.
Program,
Yeah, they're building it. They haven't done his title. I like the way they've done his title run because it feels like every opponent he's facing is fresh. He has Seth Rollins, Dolph Ziggler, Bobby Lashley. Now he's facing Randy Orton. I like how they're doing it. It's kind of like they're feeding him new opponent after opponent after opponent.
And everybody look credible.
They're making him strong. And yes, and they're making him look very, very strong. Like not a weak champ. You notice he doesn't lose that many matches as champion. They built him.
I haven't seen him lose in a while.
Champ.
I haven't seen him lose in a while.
Now, my question is for you guys: do you think Drew drops the belt at SummerSlam, or do you wait to take the title off him?
Can I answer that first?
Go ahead, Chris.
I would tell you this, and I went over this on Monday, and I didn't say nothing, and I didn't want to put it in the group because I want to wait for this. I say you take it off of him at SummerSlam. Let him have this program with the Legend Killer. Keep it going. Let Edge come back and fight Randy Orton for the title. I didn't say win. I just said let Edge come back and fight him for the title. At what is it? Night of Champions? Do they still have Night of Champions anymore, or Clash of Champions?
The rumor that I've read on multiple occasions is I've seen that Orton's supposed to take the title, hold on to it for however long. Edge is supposed to come back and win the Rumble in 2021, and then they're going to main event WrestleMania next year in Hollywood.
Yeah. No, I'm not with all that.
I've heard of that too.
Here's my thing though. Here's my thing. I'm for it, but I would rather suggest Orton takes the title off Drew at Survivor Series, because that way you're not going to give Orton a super lengthy title run. Because I mean he's older now, obviously, and we don't know like how long he'll be able to carry the belt for. I say have him take it at Survivor Series because it's right at the end of November. He holds on to it December, defends it at the Royal Rumble in January. Probably, Fastlane and Elimination Chamber will have some throwaway matches. And then at Mania, Edge takes the title off him.
Only problem is that with Survivor Series is always brand versus brand.
Last year, we finally got to see, WWE title defended, the Universal title defended. Even the NXT title was defended.
Yeah, I don't know what they're going to do with Survivor Series this year because of the pandemic and everything like that, because I always said, well, by SummerSlam, things are going to change or whatever, and it looks like that's not going to be the case. And it looks like, honestly, all the shows are going to go, for the rest of the year, are going to be at the Performance Center, unfortunately, because of the pandemic. Unless something changes, and the one thing, Lucas, I was going to mention to you was about, me and you are fans of War Games. I don't know how they're going to do War Games this year.
I know that's the
thing. It sucks. I don't know how they're going to do War Games because considering War Games is held in 2 rings, and the Performance Center is not going to. I don't know. I don't know. Are they big enough to hold 2 rings? I don't think they can do it. So War Games is pretty.
Look, the Allstate alone, I think, is small as it is, and I was even asking myself how the fuck they're going to fit 2 rings in there. They did it though.
They might be. It depends. I don't know how big the Performance Center is. That's the problem. I
know. We've only got like the view from seeing it on TV and all that.
Yeah,
we haven't actually had an up close, view to it.
For them to pull that off would be, and I'm pissed that if we don't get War Games again this year because it pisses me off. But what else can you do? But in regards to the title reign, I'm on the fence of this because Randy Orton's hot right now. Hey, Randy Orton is hot right now, and I feel like he's I think putting the title on him, I wouldn't see nothing wrong with that. I really don't. But at the same time I don't want to see Drew lose it. It's almost like the same thing with Adam Cole and Keith Lee. I hate to see neither one of them lose. With Orton and McIntyre, I don't want to see because Orton is on a roll right now. But at the same time, McIntyre is being built. I'm on the fence with this, man. I really
and Orton though, when he's really, really, really invested in like a storyline or even like a how do I put it? Like, I'll just put it this way. He's very invested right now. And he's probably, look, this is probably going to be a hot take, and I know one of you is going to disagree with me on this, but I think he's top 3 right now. I think he's back in the top 3.
Yeah, I can definitely agree.
I think
He
he's definitely
is.
yeah.
I agree. He's been this feud with Edge and the promos he's been killing it.
Match wise, character wise, promo wise, that man has been on a roll. Like we're seeing old Orton.
We haven't seen him disengaged in a long time. Like he's really into what's going on.
When he's really invested in a storyline and when he's like actually into, working with somebody, like he goes his full on out. Like he goes all out for it.
I agree. Cap said we ain't seen this in a while. And even Lucas said, excuse me, I'm sorry. We're going back to the old Randy Orton. This distinctly reminds me of 2007 Randy Orton.
Ooh.
And if you know what I'm talking about when he was punting people. Remember when he put out RVD? Remember when he put out Shawn Michaels? The feud he had with John Cena, when he was punting John Cena daddy in the head, when Jericho came back, when Shawn Michaels came back,
I like the feud he had with Triple H.
The most important one, Chris. He punted Stephanie McMahon. And then
he kissed her. That's why I didn't mention that. He kissed on Raw. I remember that.
Yeah,
in front of Triple H.
Yeah. I'm almost positive he punted Vince. He definitely
punted Vince. He punted
Shane too.
He punted Shane.
I think Linda's the only one who didn't receive a punt.
No, he didn't punt Stephanie. He just DDT'd her.
Mm-hmm.
But he punted Triple H. That's what happened.
He punted Triple H.
He punted Triple H to win. He punted Triple H to win at WrestleMania.
Their match at WrestleMania was terrible though. It wasn't that good. It was awful. All the hype in the match was terrible, man.
They did some last minute calls. I think a no DQ or something weird at the last moment when the event started.
The crowd was not into it at all.
The whole time watching that match, and I'm just sitting here like, nah, this ain't it, Chief.
This ain't it. I'm like, y'all did all that build up, and this match just fell flat.
The build up was great. The build up
was great.
Phenomenal.
Awesome. It's just the match was just dry, man. It was just the fans were out of it. I don't know because it was a long WrestleMania or what the case may be. It's just it's terrible.
You know what though? Like that WrestleMania, people forget also featured HBK and Taker, the first one, and motherfuckers were just so like dried up after that match. I feel like nothing. I felt like the rest of the night could top that match.
That's probably where they were exhausted from that match, and then I think they came on afterwards. I got to look at the lineup. I got to look at that card.
I don't know if they came on after. I know HBK and Taker did go on in the middle of the show, like somewhere in the middle. But I'm just saying, like the fans probably had no expectations for any of those matches after that to top the HBK.
Exactly.
That's
Cap, go ahead and get your word because I want to jump into the Big E thing in just a minute. But go ahead in regards to who you think should get the title at SummerSlam.
I was gonna say Randy Orton is like he's be fresh. Like, did y'all see when he grabbed Angel Garza and threw him out the ring and had him against the plexiglass?
Yes, that was.
I was scared for him. Like, yo, bro, what did you do? Like,
literally. He's like, hey, it's like Angel, you fuck Kim or something? Like, you better get your shit straight. You better get it together.
Mm-hmm.
But it shows Orton is at the top of his game right now, man. I mean, he's at the top of his game. Man. I love it because before Edge, he wasn't doing anything, man. He was just
coasting.
Like, yeah, he was just. I mean, he had the little feud with Ricochet, but it was nothing. It was just like, but it was like it was dead. Man, if it wasn't for Edge coming back, Orton would just been. He'd have just been lost in the
lost in the sauce.
Yeah, literally. All right, so Orton McIntyre. That's gonna be a good ass match at SummerSlam. I think it's gonna be an underrated match. I think it's gonna be a good ass match. If y'all saw recently, Big E is getting a singles run, and what I like what Chris said in regards, and I mentioned something about it in the group. I don't mind the singles run that he's having. It's this pancake shit got to stop. This whole
they gotta make him more serious.
Rolling down the ring and stuff like that, bro. That's not funny anymore. Like to me, that's childish. If you're doing a singles run, you got to make him more serious. I can't. This little cartoonish
fact, bro. And you know what? And piggybacking off of that again, we see it all on the internet, fanboys and everything like that. It's just Big E needs the singles run, stuff like that. Well, you know what? In order for Big E to get this singles run, they gotta cut off the in the words of Cap, they gotta cut off the buffoonery, bro. Like,
thank you.
I'm just sick of it.
Thank you. That's got to stop.
We've
One
had
issue?
enough New Day. We've had enough New Day. We've had enough pancakes. We've had enough bootios. We've
Chris.
had enough. Oh, don't
Chris,
do that.
you gotta-
Be sour. I'm tired of it, bro. It's
I'm
like
tired of it too. Go ahead, Luke.
Hey,
I
I'm gonna
can't.
tell y'all one thing though. Like, as much as everyone wants to see Big E singles push, like I want to see it too. The one thing that I've been seeing a lot is everyone's been saying break up the New Day. You can't break up the New Day. It's not gonna happen.
Yeah, it's not gonna happen.
It's not gonna happen. You got to understand one thing: the New Day is probably one of the top 3 merch sellers in WWE, and you know Vince is all about literally, and you know Vince is all about the bag. So
Yes.
there's
they're
no
the top
way.
3 merch seller for kids.
Chris, that's literally that's literally most of their audience nowadays. Like, this ain't the Attitude Era as much as we all want it to be. But if it was, we'd see the New Day break up tomorrow fucking night. Okay. But they're not going to break up. And I think people need to get that narrative out of their head. I mean, who knows? It could happen, but I just can't really see it considering, like I said, Vince loves his merch sellers and he's not going to break up somebody who's in the top 3.
And if you see what Kofi got his title run last year, you see that merchandise even went through the roof because everybody was on the Kofi Kingston bandwagon.
Of course, and everyone loves Big E. Everyone loves Xavier. Like, I feel like fans love all 3 of them equally, and no matter which one of them gets a singles push, like that's a group that you can't break up. It's just like the Undisputed Era. You can't break them up.
Oh man, if they break them up, it's that's gonna be that. Because think about it, they need.
Tony Khan, man.
So what was going
on? Tony Khan talking about the ratings.
Oh, the demo? Yeah, check the demo, bud. Let's see.
I'm not a conspiracy type of guy.
I'm not going there.
Not entertaining.
The numbers sound, they seem kind of crazy, man. Like I can't.
No.
I can't really. I don't know, man. I hate to think of some kind of fuckery going on with the ratings, but 900,000. Come on, man. Like I watch AEW, like the clips of it on YouTube. I never watch the whole show because I'm always watching NXT. But
I feel you. I got it. Well, we got somebody in the chat that mentioned that they wanted us to answer a question. Shout out to my homeboy Tim, host of the Stats Don't Lie podcast. Y'all make sure y'all check him out on Twitter, Facebook. Check him out.
Shout out to Tim, man.
Sports.
Shout out to him, man.
Tim had a question he wanted us. He addressed it. He said, "With Big E." He's basically stated, what do y'all want from Big E, and what would y'all do with him if you had the chance with Big E? So what would y'all do with Big E? Go ahead, Chris.
Can I go first? Okay.
Where's yours, sir?
I've always thought about this. Ever since Big E came with AJ Lee, Dolph Ziggler, everything. What I would do is I would make it the breakup or him venturing off into his own. I would make it dramatic. And the way I would make it dramatic is not taking out Kofi, but taking out Xavier, because he's just coming back. I would take it, and then I was always in the back. I'm always the muscle. This is about me. This is about me. I'm kind of not taking from what Triple H my time, but I'm saying this is about me. I'm tired of being a sideshow. I'm tired of dancing for you. I am not a dancer. I am a beast. That's what he would say. I am a beast. You will take me seriously. And then that's where Big E Langston will show dominance. Now, I'm not saying put the title on him right then and there, but I would make him a major contender and threat to that title, to where people have to believe that there's no way Big E can be beaten. I mean, he's on a roll. And I mean, I need him to go on the roll that Brock Lesnar went on in 2002. I need him to take out a big time heel, or a big time face. I need him to take out a Braun Strowman. I need him to that'd be that'd be the way we get a Braun Strowman off TV. Big E take him out, because nobody would expect it.
Big E just to whoop on Braun Strowman.
I would have Big E take out Braun Strowman with force and everything. On top of that, I would have Big E. I would have Big E decimate both Kofi and Xavier Woods.
Who gets the worst end of it though, Braun or the New Day?
No, the New Day.
New Day.
Okay.
The New Day. The New Day.
You know what, Chris? You know what it sounds.
You're taking out your own. So I would like that. Take out the New Day. Then, with that, when you show your dominance, and you know that you like you got to go through where you taking people out. I would like him to take out Shorty G. He'll be taking out just different people to show dominance. Then that's where people will take Big E very, very seriously.
Oh, I'm with it. It sounds good.
I like that.
You might be onto something. We might be onto something here, Chris.
I like that. All right, well, Lucas, what ideas you got?
For Big E?
Yeah.
I mean, honestly, like I said, I've been preaching for a singles push for Big E for years now. Like, the thing is, it's just been so hard for him to branch out of the New Day. And like I said, back to what I said earlier, Vince is not going to split him up, obviously. However, if you can somehow, because let's be real now, the New Day were heels at one point too. Am I not right?
Yeah.
Hated by time. Yeah.
Hated by the crowd. The crowd fucking hated them. I think if you can definitely turn the New Day heel, the thing is, Big E has to be, I'd say, the most heel out of those three. I think, if that makes sense. You know what I'm saying? It's just Big E has to get to a heel level like Tommaso, basically, where he doesn't give no fucks.
Oh.
He's on social media, just, talking shit to everybody. And the difference is, though, that Tommaso didn't have. Big E has New Day as his henchman. Not henchman, but like he's got backup if anybody were to try to fuck with Big E. And he'll basically say, like, yo, I'm here. I'm gonna run rampant through this whole roster, but just know if you guys try some funny shit, I got these two boys with me still,
Yeah.
That's like, I like Chris's idea too, but like I said, it's just that small part of me that says you can't really split up the New Day simply for merchandise reasoning. And then just simply because of the fact that they've been a group for years now. It's just, and groups like that is very, very difficult to try to split them up, especially when you don't build to it. Let's be real. If that shit were to happen tomorrow, I'd be pissed. Chris, all of you guys would be pissed because there'd be no build to it. There'd be no signs. Normally when we see factions or like groups like that split up, there's usually signs within the group, like turmoil, I guess you could say. So we haven't seen any of that. Obviously, Xavier's still hurt, and we don't know for how much longer. But if you are going to split him off from the New Day, and if he does beat them down like Chris said, you got to have a fan reaction. You have to have a fan reaction.
Yes, you got to have
it would tear building up. If it was a crowd, he went in, they would
this way.
end up growing.
All the little kids in the crowd will start crying, while all us grown men will literally be awesome. Yeah, let's go.
We were sitting there like
literally,
like,
oh
shit! Like,
I'd be like, what? It'd be like, yo, it's about time though. But like, what?
That shit would be crazy, man.
Yeah,
that shit would be crazy.
I told Chris this a while ago because we were talking about like, Phil, CM Punk were to come back. I'm like, nah, if you bring him back, they're 100% for sure has to be fans in the audience. We know, Chris, like we know.
You gave it a Triple A, the Triple H thumbs down. Wait a minute, you got to do it slow.
If y'all,
it was funny when Batista signed that contract and put him through that table. That shit was funny when he gave it a thumbs
dude,
down.
my brother and I were watching that episode as shorties, and I'm just like thinking, I'm like, there's no way he's going to SmackDown. I already know he's about to just fuck Triple H and Ric Flair up. Like 12-year-old me was just sitting there. I'm like this ain't right, Chief. There's no way it's about to be a triple threat because John Cena's about to whoop JBL. I know that. Mm-hmm. And I'm like Batista's got to be because. Like when I saw those two, like as the last ones in the Royal Rumble in 05, I'm thinking to myself, like, these are going to be the guys the next 2 years.
Yeah.
That's what's up. Cat, what you think what they should do with Big E, man?
Give it a shot. Like Lucas and Chris said, don't break them up. Or if you do break them up, you gotta lead to it. You gotta allude to it. It gotta be like you gotta plant the seeds for it.
Mm-hmm.
And that's a sudden turn. A sudden turn would be interesting.
How do you plant the seeds, though, is a better question. Do you have like a scuffle happen like during a
I
tag?
think the seed
A
has
losing
already
streak.
been. I think the
A
seed
losing
has already
streak.
been planted. The seed was planted once Kofi was backstage telling him I'm out, and it's on you now. That seed was planted.
Yeah.
You think that's a seed? I think more that's just, his friend, giving him moral support, because he was like, when I went for the title last year, like you and Xavier were by my side, this and that, and there was
But things are different. Big E knows he is probably he's the strong arm of that group.
Exactly.
I think that was planted already.
It depends how you look at it. I mean, there's multiple ways to look at it, though.
Yeah, what I would do with him, I would definitely, I want to go the heel route, and I would do something like similar to how the Shield broke up when Triple H came out there and said it was always a plan B,
Mm-hmm.
and then you saw what Seth Rollins attacked Dean Ambrose and Roman Reigns. I want Big E to do something just like that.
Fucking ripped my heart out that night.
Man, that shit was set. Yo, that night was set. Now that's how you, like you were saying, Lucas. That's
Never
you
seen
see the
it coming.
crowd's reaction when
That's
that
the
shit
Seth
happened.
Rollins I hated because of Cap.
Yo, it was to me, man. You made Seth Rollins my dude. If you go back and remember, you know what I'm saying?
That's the Seth Rollins I hated because of Cap and Havana.
Havana went you crazy with it. Like he dyed his head.
The whole hair stripe. I'm like, bro, that's just a little too excessive.
Hey, Havana went nuts with it. Like,
Hey,
Havana went crazy with it.
the only reason why Seth ripped my heart out that night is because I literally was at the Allstate the night prior watching those boys fuck Evolution up.
And
I
then
was
next-
at the Allstate for Payback that year watching them fight Evolution in a street fight. And then the very next night, this man takes a chair and stabs it in their backs and in my heart. And I'm like, you motherfucker.
I want to see Big E do that. I want to see Big E whoop Kofi and Xavier's ass.
It'll be
Just
brutal
beat-
too, man. Because
I mean, make it
fuck,
brutal, and just don't make it and make that shit brutal.
It'll be
Just
brutal because he'll handle them both with one arm each.
I want him to knock that hell out of them. When he come out for that promo,
Travel.
no music. He has new music and shit. He comes out.
And he got to bring back the old music. He got to bring back the old music. I'm not
And then
settling
the 5 count. He got to bring back the 5 count.
Yeah, he got to bring the 5 count.
I'm not
And then
settling for nothing less.
He'll come back, and I can see him doing a promo where basically, no. I would say for a few weeks, don't do anything in regards to the promo. Don't speak. Don't say any words. Don't speak. Don't say
Roman.
anything. And then finally, don't say anything. And then finally, you drop the promo explaining what you did, and be like, "I'm sick of the pancakes. I'm sick of the cartoon shit. I'm sick of it." Like, have him just go off.
This is
And
my
make it-
yard now.
Yeah.
That's what I'm talking about. It said, I'm tired of dancing for you people. Like, I am not a dancer.
Exactly.
I'm not here to
Like,
amuse
I
you.
am a-
I'm not here to entertain you. I'm here to destroy everybody.
He'll say I'm a bona fide ass kicker. That's what I am.
Yeah, he says that Kofi. He's like,
he got to be black with it. He got to say I'm a bona fide, something. He got to be black with it because my man looking really bad the last 4, 5, 6 years.
I mean, yeah, don't get me wrong. Sure, that's fine. But you got to also say within the context of, PG programming.
I'm tired of hearing
W-E.
champion. Oh, I'm tired of seeing that shit. That shit is
You know the one. You know the
Chris
one.
practices that move at least 2 times a day in the mirror.
Who does?
You.
Oh, I've been doing that since I was like 7. So that's I'm older than Big E. So I've been to Big E stole that from me. What you talking about?
You know the one heel turn that I like, and and I bring this up, and may he rest in peace. Shad Gaspard when he broke off from Crime Time.
Facts, yes, facts.
Yes, when he
And they did
got,
nothing with that afterwards. What a shame.
and they never did nothing with it because he had that one match. He had the strap match with JTG at Extreme Rules, and then after that he fell off.
I forgot about that match.
Yeah, it was a strap match.
I really
with him
did.
Yeah, JTG fell off too. He ended up going like the NXT like that. And that was in a Crime Time.
R.I.P. Shad Gasper, man. R.I.P. man.
Yeah,
Honestly,
R.I.P.,
the man was a hero.
That was sad, man. That was sad what happened, man. He looked out for
man.
he's-
Facts. He will always
That's
be a
definition
hero
of a
to
good
me, bro.
father right there, man.
Always be a hero to me, man. That's a
That's a
father
hero.
to me.
That's sad, man.
Man,
Too young,
absolutely.
man. Too young, man. And,
That
and,
man is a straight hero, bro.
He was good. He was good friends with
Carry.
Carry On, and I saw Carry On Cross's post. I was on his IG and I saw his post. Karrion Kross was close to Shad Gaspard. He took that hard too, man. They were a lot of guys in the industry were close to Shad, man.
A lot of them. A lot of them.
Y'all, I mean, y'all see the wrestlers on TV and y'all see them with their characters, but off screen, these dudes are the best of friends, man. These dudes,
a lot of them.
Absolutely.
Like I'm gonna tell you like this, I did not know Titus O'Neil and Batista was like really that close.
I didn't know that either.
Absolutely.
But that's his man's. Like that is his man's. Like he'll go to war for his man's. Like that's his kid. Like Batista is his kid's godfather. Like that is his man.
Yeah, they're tight.
Yeah, Batista told him to quit at one point. Like,
he did because of that Vince McMahon bullshit.
Yeah, he's like, get up out of there.
Yeah, man, I didn't know that. I did not know that. So,
I think they live down the street from each other.
Yeah, they do. That's
what's up. But all right, so that's our little headline started the show off with and everything like that. Like I said, we talking everything wrestling. And shout out to Ricky. I don't know. I thought he was gonna be on the show today. Ricky's our go-to person for New Japan Pro Wrestling. So, Ricky, love to have you on next episode. Let us know what's going on with New Japan. But we definitely will set a place at the table for you, man, for you to come through next time, though.
By the way,
you came to me.
I figure since we're gonna dive into this topic, I figured the only hoodie was acceptable was this one. So I figured why not? And that's my shit too.
But I was so wrong. The end is here.
Yo, the game is
over.
That's crazy.
That shit is cold.
Let's jump into the main events topic of this week. The 2001 Invasion storyline. I know y'all, we've been waiting on this for the past couple of weeks. And if y'all heard the last episode, we kind of dipped into it a little bit, but I was like, no, fellas, we're gonna do a show based on that storyline by itself. Y'all remember?
Before I cut you off,
Go ahead.
My son been wanting to say something. Go ahead and say what you need to say, Cam.
So I watching wrestling at my mom's house, and I saw Sheamus against Jeff Hardy, and Sheamus putting Jeff Hardy's head in the toilet.
Sheamus?
Oh yeah, the bar fight.
Oh man, that's the only part he remember about the match.
Hey, that's to let you know how garbage it was. You know what I'm saying?
That's caught the end of that match.
How weak, man. How weak.
And then he's flushed in the toilet.
I just caught the end of that match. Jeff Hardy was in the air and landed on him.
Facts.
Jeff Hardy with the eye color change and everything with the hat. Sheamus put the hat over his head and he came back with the white eyes.
Oh yeah, what was that?
That was weird.
They still never explained that. What was that?
I thought Willow was coming back or something.
Something was going on.
Sheamus and Jeff Hardy dragged themselves on the table.
I remember that.
He watches it, man. He's an NXT.
That's a young generation, man.
Guy. He loves NXT. I'm not gonna lie, he loves NXT.
So, and then I was thinking of a plan. In the video game wrestling, Braun Strowman and the Fiend, the Bray Wyatt against each other because they did have a match against each other.
They did.
So I was gonna do that in the wrestling game because they're in there.
That's right.
Hey, hold up. Can we not ignore the fact that Chris got to work from a 5-year-old in 2K with Robert fucking Roode?
Oh
boy,
I
did, bro.
I wasn't gonna.
That weak ass DDT.
I gotta go. I wasn't gonna say anything, but
Get out. He said, "Get out."
Hold on. He gonna tell you. Hey, he beat the fuck out of me. I ain't gonna even lie. I didn't let him win. He really beat me.
So and then
Tell him. Look at the camera. You gotta look at the camera.
So I beat him. I went in my position move, and then I beat him. I pinned him, and then
he was upset. He was like, "Are you sad?" I was like, "Yeah, I'm a little hurt." He's like, "Well, you can win the next game." I said, "No, I don't want to win the next game by you letting me."
Robert Roode.
But he insisted letting you whoop his ass.
Hey, you know who I had? I had Aleister Black.
Yeah.
He beat me with
Ain't no
Robert
way
Roode,
hell.
and I
Ain't
could
no
not
way.
kick
Ain't
out.
no way in hell you supposed to lose to Robert Roode.
Especially with Aleister Black. You
Yeah,
have
he
lost
has
all,
DDT.
you lost all credibility as an Aleister Black fan, sir. I'm sorry.
Thanks, man. I you know what? It hurts, but I mean, I'd rather lose to Kane than lose to Lucas, so it's okay.
You'll never take the end of that one.
I
Hey,
can't take
what y'all think's gonna happen with Aleister Black?
I mean, I don't care about WWE 2K. I mean, we could just have a real life wrestling match in my front yard. You know, it's whatever.
I mean, we can do that too.
Wait, yo, hold on. I'm with that. Wait a
And
minute,
I
stop. I'm with that. Win.
Scorpion Deathlock.
Win. I'll come. Man, Cap,
Tables.
we flying out to Illinois
We pull up.
tomorrow. I want to see this.
Ladders and chairs.
Yo, matter of fact, I'm gonna put this on the. I'll put this match on the show.
Please do. Please do.
This match is going on the show. We're going live.
Hey, heavy blading.
Oh my God.
When I was against
It's mass transit over here, brother.
so when I was against
Oh,
so when I was
did Christian say mass trans?
He's in mass transit.
Hey, Chris
Oh, he's
and I
got
are,
man.
Chris and I are gonna be like those motherfuckers that wrestle in the backyard and do all that hardcore ass shit.
Fuck
Jiggle
this
moves and
shit.
jigglettes.
so when I was painting the wrestling Finn Balor to paint, I made him tap out.
Yeah, he did. He did.
He tapped out.
I had to tap out. All right, let's go ahead and get it. Okay, we got
All
it.
right, invasion time, boys.
I'm sorry, guys.
But hey, we live, so anything can happen. So we appreciate little man coming through opinion. But like I said, let's just jump into it, man. The 2001 Invasion storyline. Y'all remember the Invasion storyline? I was probably in my senior year of high school when it happened. I always was amazed what would happen if WCW faced WWE. I was sitting there thinking, like, this ain't never gonna happen. And all of a sudden, 2001, I got my wish. If y'all remember the storyline, it started off with the Eddie Guerrero, Perry Saturn, Chris
Radicals.
Benoit, the Radicals. They showed up first. That was the start of it. And then all of a sudden, as y'all know, Vince McMahon purchased WCW in March 2001. Final night of WCW. They had the cast, the final broadcast, and lo and behold, Shane McMahon shows up in a WCW ring and says the big line saying name on the contract says McMahon, but it says Shane McMahon. And everybody was sitting there. Now, if we would have had Twitter and Facebook back in the day, we would have been like, oh shit, Shane in WCW? Yo, that was, if y'all don't understand that episode, if y'all remember, if y'all real wrestling fans, let me mention, if y'all don't remember flipping back and forth between US and TNT on Monday nights, you ain't a real wrestling fan. Don't sit there with you had the remote in your hand and you were sitting there going back and forth between Monday Night Raw and Nitro.
Hey,
I'm the youngest
Keith,
one.
I'll do you one better. Once Nitro starts sucking, I just take Nitro and watch Raw.
Hey,
yo, I got the VHS tapes to prove it.
Hey, since I am the youngest one here, I'm gonna tell you this right now. 8-year-old me was controlling this motherfucker every Monday night. I was in charge of this motherfucker, and you know who I have to blame for that? My own mother, because she's the one who got me into this wrestling shit.
Shout out to moms.
Shout out to my OG.
Shout out to Lucas's
What's good,
mom
Ma?
for
How
getting
you
into
doing?
wrestling, man. But anyway, regarding the Invasion storyline, I know y'all had a lot of thoughts in regards to the storyline about how it should have been. If y'all know, a lot of wrestlers were left off the storyline, but Triple H was out due to injury. A lot of the big names weren't there during the storyline. When the WCW came over, a lot of their big names weren't in the storyline. They didn't come till after the storyline was pretty much over. So the storyline kind of fell flat because of the names. Because some of the, your average WWE fan who didn't watch CW, a lot of these no-name guys, Jindrak, Stasiak, they didn't know who these dudes were.
I mean, to say that it fell flat because certain names were in there is kind of a reach, if you ask me. I mean, it's just my opinion. Like, don't get me wrong. Obviously, we're missing big names. Like, Sting was one of them. But at the same time, it's not it wasn't even Vince's fault. I heard it was due to contracts and certain ones not being bought out at the right time.
The Time Warner contract.
Exactly. Yeah. And those certain ones that were never bought out were obviously the ones of Sting, all those other big names that got left off the storyline.
Luger, Sting.
Yeah. I mean,
Goldberg.
WWE though, like on their end, I feel like the right people were, I guess, designated to fit that storyline. Team WWF picked the best 5 possible, especially with where all those names were in the company at that point.
True.
Yeah.
I agree.
The only
They
one
could have elevated certain talents too. They could have elevated them instead of just letting them get just ran over. You know?
Yeah, I mean, the only one I could have done without was the Big Show being on there, but
Yeah.
like I said, it just me probably, honestly. The rest were fine, like Kane, Taker, Rock.
Kurt Angle.
Kurt Angle went over. He crossed over eventually.
Yeah, Stone Cold had crossed first, and then
Kurt Angle followed. Yeah.
So
So
then The Rock came back.
Yeah. I mean, to say it fell flat, I mean, you can say it for because of certain reasons, but 7, like I said, I was 8, and I was just appreciating the shit because I thought it was dope. To me, I think it's the best storyline I've lived through, and I'm not even capping when I say that. From July, when it's from when it started, all the way up until the end, and the build for it, and all the the betrayals and all the crossovers happening and shit. I'm like, this is interesting. I was like, it's really, really, really interesting.
Go ahead, Chris.
I'm
sorry.
Chris holds that smile for 10 seconds, and I see it. I'm trying to ignore it, and I'm just
that's what caught me off guard. Chris, go ahead, because I know you've been holding out on this one. So go ahead. I want to hear your thoughts on this with the storyline, man, because I know you had a lot of thoughts in the last show. So go ahead, man. The floor is yours.
Shout out to Lucas on what he said. I hear what you're saying, Lucas. I don't want to say you're wrong, so I'm not gonna go here with I disagree with you or anything like that. It's not that. I'm just giving you my opinion.
We're all gonna do that here. Yeah.
How I feel about the invasion. Cap posted it today, and he I know the one he posted because I listened to it. Excuse me. I feel like, to your point about there was already contracts that were with Time Warner, so they want to let it, so he wasn't going to pay those contracts. I do feel that then, if that's the case, because guess what? They only had 10 more months left of their contracts.
Mm-hmm.
After the merger, it was only 10 more months left of their contract. What I do feel is I feel like what Cap said they could have brought up, they could have still focused on, the new talent, because you got to remember, before the invasion angle happened, Spike Dudley debuted, Rhino debuted. Remember?
Yeah.
That's when ECW went under. Also, let's not forget, Mike Awesome had debuted in WCW.
Fat Chick Thriller.
Forgot about
Taz was already in WWE at that time. The Dudley Boys was already in WWE at that time. I felt like if they were gonna do the invasion angle, I felt like they could have started with ECW, because if you want to get technical about it, they had ECW's biggest stars. They got RVD, they got Rhino, they could have got Mike Awesome, they had Taz, they had the Dudley Boys. Sabu didn't come over yet, et cetera, but they had most of the big stars with ECW. What big stars did they get with WCW in that invasion angle? You want to say Booker T? You want to say DDP? Okay, I'll give you those two. That's it. You got freaking Sean Stasiak. You got Mark Palumbo. You got Gindrang. You end up getting who else did you get? Okay, you got Lance Storm. All right, I'll give you that. My thing is, I feel like Vince jumped the gun too quick, because he knows that's what we wanted. He knows that was a video game for us. WCW versus WWE. That was a video game for us. We wanted to see that. We all played WCW versus NWO. The world,
WO Revenge. We've all played No Mercy. Also, another thing, we've already had y'all, like y'all said, y'all had the Radicals. So you already had names like Chris Benoit and everything like that. I feel like Vince could have went with everything. Like after Survivor Series, but after WrestleMania with Austin, they could have still focused on Austin being the heel the whole summer. Him and Kurt Angle had a great program, but they could have had that program still being WWE, not alliance versus WWE. And then after Survivor Series, because that's when most of the contracts ended up being. That's when all the contracts ended up being up, most of them. That's when the day after Survivor Series, or the day of Survivor Series, after that last match, that's when the NWO should have debuted. That's when Sting should have debuted. That's when Goldberg should have debuted. Or if you didn't have everybody debut that night, one by one, they're debuting each week, till you get to WrestleMania. And that's where you have all the big players. We could have had more than just Rock and Hogan. We could have really had Taker versus Sting. If Vince would have got his head out of his ass and realized these players would make him just about as much, would make him more money than what he would have to pay out for their contracts, the invasion angle could have been a lot better. Shane McMahon would have.
I agree.
And I tell you like this: if they would have did that, WCW would have had their own program under the WWE umbrella, and it would have definitely been better than the ECW. It definitely been better than the ECW umbrella that they gave them. Because you know what? They would have had it all. They would have had ECW roster, and they would have had the real WCW roster. And you could still bring the young ones, the Sean Stasiak, the Palombos, the Jen Dragon O'Hares. You could have still brought the young Dragons. You could have still brought what was the singing boy band, the one, but they put on great ladder matches. Let's keep it a buck.
Three count.
Let me ask you this real quick, Chris.
Yeah.
Let me ask you this real quick.
Yeah.
Do you really think though, like going back to Vince getting his head out of his ass, do you really think he would have actually gave the WCW guys some rub like that and gave them their own undershow?
No, I never said he would. I'm saying if Vince would have got his head out of his
if he would have
realized it's about business, not your own personal. Yes, I get it. They were trying to put you out of business, but guess what? They work for you now. You won automatically right then and there. But you didn't. But what
Vince petty, man.
Vince wanted to embarrass them. Vince wanted to make them suffer. Vince really wanted them to be a part of the Kiss My Ass Club.
See, that's the one aspect I fuck with Vince though, is because when somebody fucks him over, I know he's out to win. He's not trying to get even. And that's how I am too.
But who fucked him over? Goldberg didn't fuck him over.
Right. No, I get what you're saying.
Fuck him over.
I get what you're saying. Vince was just being a petty bastard for you.
Let's give it a buck. He fucked Lex Luger over.
He definitely did.
Yeah.
He fucked Lex Luger over.
Yeah.
Okay. If you don't want to bring Jeff Jarrett back, that's fine. I'll give you that. Okay, fine. Fuck
dude,
Jeff
I never fuck with Jeff Jarrett.
But you know what?
I didn't like this character either, man.
He's a flea market Ric Flair, man.
Anytime I see Double J,
you mean Spartus?
Hey,
Spartus?
Hey,
hold on. When he was slap nuts,
he said I was on some shit. Ric Flair.
Hey, anytime I see Double J just on the screen, I'm like, get this fucking guy off my TV. Honestly,
I can't wait to be alone with my baby tonight. Cap, don't act like you don't remember that, nigga. Oh, my bad. Sorry.
No, you good. Slap nuts.
Slap nuts.
Yeah, when he was slap nuts,
I hate
he had something.
Mr. Slappy.
Oh god, Slappy Bird.
I hated his character.
Start calling him Slappy Bird.
Big T, what about you, man? What you think?
But the storyline, to me, it was all about it. And I know what Lucas said was about a reach and everything in regards to the names, the big names not being there. That's what I feel like it would disappointed me, because when I was thinking, okay, in my mind I was like, everybody from WCW is coming over. That's the first thing that said in my mind. So I had that set in stone. So when a lot of guys didn't show up, I was just sitting there thinking, okay, well, maybe they'll come next week, or there might be a surprise. So it started in July, and then I went all the way to Survivor Series, and I'm like, okay, where are these other guys at? Like, where's Goldberg? Where's Sting? Where's Rey Mysterio? I didn't see all these other guys. Now all the championships came over. I was excited to see the other championships, like the United States title was coming over, the Cruiserweight Championship was coming over.
Tag titles were coming over too.
Yeah, all the tag titles were coming over, and I was like, yo, this is like I'm getting dream match scenarios, but at the same time, I'm missing the big names that were in WCW. Like the guys that I saw on Nitro are not in the Invasion storyline, which was crazy. And I'm thinking like, okay, so where are these big? Because I'm seeing like now I watch both brands. I watch WCW and WWE, and I was sitting there like, okay, I'm familiar with half of the roster in WCW, but there's like about 15, 20 people that were missing in the Invasion storyline. And I was sitting like, where the hell are they at? Like, I didn't see Mysterio. I'm like, well, Mysterio's like WCW born. And I'm like, he's not there. And then I see a couple like Goldberg. He wasn't there. Sting. I'm like, okay, so y'all doing an invasion. I knew Booker T. You know,
Booker T took a pay cut.
Yeah.
The pay cut.
Yeah, Booker T took a pay cut because he wanted to work. He didn't want to get rusty. Booker T said he wanted to work, and he bet on himself. He bet on himself.
Yeah, that is true. But to Chris's point, you know, in regards to Vince, you know, how Vince should have handled things could have been much more better. Because and another thing, you know, injuries are part of life. You know, things happen. You get hurt. There's nothing you can do. But I always said to myself, if you can go back to 2001 and just think about what if the injuries never happened, what would have happened with Triple H? Would he have been in Alliance? Would he would have been TWWE? What would have happened to Triple H? You think he'd been TW? Who knows? Who else was missing who else was injured during the storyline?
Wait, are we talking about Triple H missing the storyline?
Yeah, Triple H wasn't in the storyline because
I think he would have replaced Big Show. Just me.
Yeah, I can see that.
What he was asking, he was like, "Do you think he'd have been Team WWE or Team
WWE?"
They've been terrorizing.
Once again, Vince dropped the ball. Vince dropped the ball on that one too because they could have kept Austin and once they turned Austin heel and The Rock was going away to do the Scorpion King, that was the best chance to turn Triple H. I really don't believe they should have did a 2-man power group, but I feel like maybe that's another episode we could talk about.
Oh yeah, we'll talk about it in another episode.
Definitely. But I honestly believe if Triple H hadn't tore his quad, I think, no matter of fact, I take that back. I think he would have went to Team WCW.
I think he would have stayed. I think he would have stayed.
I think he would have
because
I would have think he went to the Lions too.
I'll tell you this right now. Okay, no, because I'll tell you this right now. If
wherever Stephanie went, he was going.
Exactly. Which is the Alliance.
Oh, Stephanie was the
ECW. He was the owner of ECW.
Owner of ECW. That's right. So he'd have been.
Hey, not that, but the one thing I couldn't see them doing it, or the one reason I couldn't see them doing it is because I don't think you could have sent Triple H, Austin, and Angle over on the WCW side. It wouldn't have made sense unless you would have kept one of them on the other side. So,
yeah. Well, then Angle. I would have kept Angle on Team WWE and then let Triple H go over to the Alliance.
That's what I'm saying. Like, if you were to, you would have had to hold off at least one of them because there's no way you're going to throw all three of them to the other side.
Yeah, it
wouldn't have made sense.
No, you couldn't. No, you couldn't have at all.
Most of the rivalries did make a lot of sense because I knew when Booker T came, I'm like, Booker T's going to face The Rock. I already knew that. I pretty much
because of the bookend.
Because of the bookend, I pretty much knew the bookend, and I pretty much knew when Booker T came on. I'm like, he's going to beat The Rock.
Hey. He said Booker T would be in school like, what's 2 + 2? Thomas Jefferson.
And like coming towards the end of WCW, they would call him Booker T the book, like parody of The Rock.
The book. And G.I. Bro.
Oh God! Oh no! We're not doing that. No, not doing that today.
I'm sorry.
I'm not going with former name. Oh God, that was terrible. G.I. Bro.
Somebody called him that shit. He got pissed off at him. I forgot who called him that shit.
I mean,
it was probably.
That name was terrible, man. What was R-Truth? Didn't R-Truth have a different name a long time ago?
K-Quick. K-Quick.
It was K-Quick. And what was another one? It was
Ron Killings.
That's his real name.
That's his real name.
Yeah.
K-Quick, he had some
They
dumb
let
names.
us- They let him
And
use
he
his
was
name,
a
though.
world heavyweight champion in NWA tits and ass.
Tits and ass.
TNA.
TNA.
Shout out to Ja. Let me just
God bless his soul wherever he
Shout out to
is.
Ja, man. Shout out to Ja, man.
shout
You
out
know
to
what
Ja,
I'm saying?
man. Shout out to
You
Ja.
know, hey, he's definitely Impact's
He's-
most loyal fan.
He's the heaviest
I respect
Impact
that.
fan I
I
know.
respect that, and I as much as I make fun of it, I do respect that because
We're not hating on any
he's always been consistent about TNA and Impact. Even when we thought Impact was going down and Vince was gonna buy it, he remained strong, bro. So I can't knock him for that.
Look,
Yeah.
I'll put it
He was
to you this
passionate
way.
though.
Look, I'm gonna put it to you this way, Chris. If Vince really wanted to buy them, he could. But what the
He
fuck
could.
is
No,
I agree with- I agree with that.
Hey,
I'm just
but
saying.
the thing, but the thing is though, like, what the fuck is Vince gonna do with tits and ass? Like, come on, bro.
He could
Like,
all
Same
put
thing
together
he gonna
$10
do-
to get
same
that
thing he about
get
to do when he
TNA.
bought.
They
What
catalog
you
ain't
talking
worth
about?
shit. Nothing.
That
They got no
library
cat-
ain't worth shit.
nah,
Hey.
the library definitely ain't worth shit.
No, but if you know what though, if like for AJ Styles, Bobby Roode, and whoever else is over there, it is a
Samoa.
value to it because
Samoa
that can go
Joe.
into their best of
Yeah.
type situation. So
Look,
it'll
if I'm
benefit
rewatching
them.
anything-
I
if
mean,
I'm
you know what's
rewatching
funny?
anything
You know what's
TNA,
funny, Cap? Even Kurt Angle got a best of over there.
Samoa Joe.
Yeah.
Samoa Joe had
Sting.
some
At one
classic
point-
matches.
Christian Cage.
At one point, Kurt Angle was TNA heavyweight champion, IWGP heavyweight champion, tag team champion. Kurt Angle had a hell of a run.
And on
While
top,
he was
and
there.
you know what?
X-
And he was
X
taking
Division
about
champion,
85 painkillers while he was doing it.
Yeah.
You ain't shit. You ain't
We
shit.
done
But
broke
you're not.
Because remember at one point,
Not wrong,
Kurt Angle
though.
had like the craziest look in his eyes. His eyes is always glazed over when he was in TNA. Like looked crazy, but they put on a classic.
Chris, shut up.
I mean,
Hey,
kind of like how
Jack-
Jeff Hardy.
Him and New Jack, the only people I know that can work high.
Hey, kind of like how Jeff Hardy was fucking intoxicated out of his mind and
Oh,
lasted only like a
Sting
minute.
wanted to kill him, man. Sting.
Oh,
was
I remember
pissed.
that shit.
Bro.
Oh man, I remember that.
That was just a whole mess
Yeah,
of a
Jeff
time.
Hardy
dude.
get
I
the-
couldn't-
Jeff Hardy's reckless as hell.
I couldn't believe Jeff Hardy actually went out and did that. Still to this day, I still couldn't believe
Jeff
it.
Hardy's reckless as hell.
Like I could believe it because like he's obviously got the storied past, and like I hate to say that, but at the same time, like I'm also not really surprised that he pulled some shit like that.
Yeah. Ken,
He
what's
did it in
your thoughts on
Japan
those-
too. He was supposed to fight Naito, and he was drunk. Like it's on YouTube now. You go back and find it. He did the same shit.
If I'm
Oh,
watching
Ricky.
if I'm watching anything from TNA, it's strictly under the 05, 06, 07 library. That is
X
it.
Division.
X
Even-
Division.
If I watch
Oh, the
anything-
X
if I
Division
watch
was
anything-
cool.
Slammiversary, dude,
Christian
Lethal
ass.
Lockdown. I'm watching all those pay-per-views because those were all some instant classics.
Mhm.
That's cool. Question, you guys. I just want back to the invasion though.
Mm-hmm.
I think the way it was done, the way it kicked off with Shane buying WCW, I feel that's where they dropped the ball at because they didn't continue from there. What happened? Of course, y'all know the story that the invasion angle was supposed to actually start at WrestleMania,
Yeah.
Yeah.
but Meat, that's his name, Meat, Sean Stasiak, whatever the fuck,
Oh
went
yeah,
on the
yeah.
radio.
Yeah.
Went on the radio and blabbed. That's another thing I think. That's another thing where they caused the rift and it didn't start off good. I
Yeah,
wouldn't
because they had to go back and
I-
change some stuff.
I
Yeah,
wouldn't
they had
have
to
put
go.
Booker T. I wouldn't have put Booker T in a program with Stone Cold Steve Austin right off rip. I just
No, not immediately.
I
That was a
wouldn't-
terrible idea. That
Yeah,
I didn't
I
like
wouldn't
that. I didn't like that at all.
I wouldn't
I-
have. To where Booker T
that
was
was-
causing him the championship, I wouldn't have done that.
You know what though? Back to Triple H. They could have turned Jericho and had Triple H on the WWE.
You know what, Kev? That does make sense considering Jericho was with WCW to start with. I like
Yeah.
that. That's a good idea. I like that. That's cool. And everything. Have Jericho realign with WCW and then have Jericho turn on WCW.
Yeah, in the long run, yeah.
Yeah, have him at the Survivor Series match, the winner take all. You could have had Jericho turn on Team WCW and
Oh.
come back to the WWF.
Let's forget there was another person that was out that whole invasion angle too.
Who's
21.
Oh God.
Oh,
was out
player
there,
one
too.
wasn't there. That's right.
Player one was out. Remember, he had broke his neck at King of the Ring.
Player one was out. Damn.
So
Wait a minute, was Eddie Guerrero in the storyline? He wasn't there either,
Eddie
was he?
Guerrero was in the no. Eddie Guerrero was
He hurt
not.
his elbow.
Eddie Guerrero wasn't in the storyline
Eddie Guerrero,
either.
Yeah,
I think Eddie Guerrero was let go after that. Before that, because remember he had some drug issues, and remember he had to go to rehab.
Yeah. Damn, I forgot Guerrero. He had a lot of guys that were out for the Invasion storyline, man.
Yeah,
And I always sit there thinking, like I said earlier, I always think, what would have happened if all these guys were included? Shit would have been crazy, man.
I think if all those guys would be included, I think WWE would have went to heights that we've never seen before.
Oh man, we're talking about separate, and like you mentioned, they could have done a complete separate show.
Entity. It would have been a separate entity.
It'd have been a separate, they discussed that. I remember saying once Vince bought them, what are they going to do with them? Are they still going to be WCW? Are they going to have their own separate brand?
Facts.
Nobody knew what they were going to do until, and then the contract expires, and then we started seeing people show up on Raw, SmackDown, and then ultimately that led to the Attitude Era with everybody. And then that's when Raw and SmackDown got their own separate shows. And that's pretty much
the Ruthless Aggression era. Yeah, the Ruthless Aggression era, because when they had to go to SmackDown and do SmackDown and Raw, which is, like I said, it catapulted a lot of that, which is a great thing. What if I want to give the Invasion angle a grade, I would have to give it a hard C-, no homo. Excuse me, sorry, but I have to give it a hard C-. And like I said, the reason why I give it a hard C- is because Vince number one was petty. Like you said, number one, Vince was impatient. Number two, I really feel like there were people that were really because they were just like, because not WCW, but WWE really was just on another plateau at that time. From 98 to 2001, you forget WWE was beating Monday Night Football. We forget that.
WCW was dominating.
No, I'm saying WWE. WWE was beating Monday Night Football in ratings.
Yeah.
That every week they had I can honestly say, going through the Attitude Era, you had to be glued to the TV because you didn't want to miss it. If I put it to you like this, if the Attitude Era was around right now, you want to talk about demo, you want to talk about DVR, you want to talk, dude, do you understand what would happen if the Attitude Era was around right now? Fuck that. Give me the Ruthless Aggression Era. Do you understand what it'd be like right now, especially with technology today, especially with social media today? Do y'all hear it? I'm gonna tell you like this: WWE is a household name now, but WWE would literally have its own freaking holiday, and I'm not exaggerating when I say that. WrestleMania is a holiday, but WrestleMania would really be a holiday.
I'll do you one better.
WWE played it that way.
I'll do you one better. Instead of the WWE Network, just to imagine just the WWE Network itself. Like ESPN has its own channel. WWE would have just had its own fucking channel.
It's
not just a network, its own
do you
channel.
Understand the conglomerate that it been like? So selling out stadiums will be nothing. It'll be nothing for 80,000, 100,000. Like I'm sorry, but if you would have kicked it, if they'd have kept them storylines, and people can hate Vince Russo all they want, but Vince Russo was the man in WWF.
Hell yeah.
I'm not a Vince Russo guy, but Vince Russo, I say it like this: they owe Vince Russo a lot more credit than they give him.
Yeah, absolutely, I agree with
you. Vince Russo made Vince McMahon the half billionaire that he is.
That's what's up.
Yeah.
As far as grades are concerned.
Sorry.
No, you're good. As far as grades are concerned, I'll give it a B-, considering I was still hyped about seeing some of the matches, a lot of the dream matches that I wanted to see between WCW and WWE. So I will say, as far as the storyline, storylines are concerned, some of them were kind of corny, but basically you got to see matches that you never dreamed of having and everything. And another thing is, y'all remember the Invasion made Edge a huge superstar too.
He stepped up.
They made Edge a huge superstar.
Say that loud again, Big King. Say that loud again, because I don't think they hear the truth.
And the Invasion storyline made Edge a huge superstar.
Talk to him. Singles.
Y'all remember, he
Singles.
won the Intercontinental title during the storyline. He won the United States title. Matter of
King
fact,
of the Ring.
He unified him.
King of the Ring. He won he unified him in the ladder match against Test.
Facts.
Remember that? Ed made that. His storyline made
Facts.
that. Rest in peace, Test. But that storyline made Edge a huge superstar because
Facts.
Edge was
Facts.
at the height of his career,
Facts.
especially around 2003, 2004 when he faced Randy Orton for the Intercontinental title.
And then, in fact, remember in 2002 he broke his neck too.
Yep.
Yeah.
And I talk to Lucas about this all the time. Him changing that theme song to Rob Zombie.
Oh,
Man, that you got hyped.
Edge.
That's my shit. That is my
Edge-
shit. Anytime that shit comes on, still it's in my workout playlist. And anytime it comes on, yeah, you get the idea.
But
It's my shit.
So yeah, back to what you were saying. The Invasion did take some stars to some new heights.
It did.
It
They should have elevated
some
more
stars.
WCW guys though.
They should have.
The problem, I
Only
agree.
DDP and RVD were notable. Like
The only
we knew
reason
about.
why they
But
didn't,
RVD
Hey.
was set up nice though. RVD was
Yeah.
I
they
agree.
kept him.
I agree with Cap. The thing is, though, we didn't know if, say, you pushed the guy in WCW and elevated him to like main event status. We didn't know if he was going to be signed with the company after that storyline.
Yeah.
That's the problem. So
Yeah,
you literally had to nitpick the guys that you were going to still keep after the storyline,
true.
and then focus more on them. You know what I'm saying? And it was clear. It was clear who Vince had his priorities on.
yeah.
True.
Remember the Natural Born Thrillers? They were hot, man. Right before
Yes.
WCW got sold,
Man, yes.
all of them.
Yes.
What was the
Right before they got sold, Natural Born Thrillers was hot.
Yeah.
Yeah. There was a lot
I'm
of
trying
good
to think of
storylines.
the manager, the one that was the smallest one out of them. He was the mouthpiece for them, man. Damn, what was his name?
I forgot his name too. I know you talk about Cap. Damn. It's gonna come to me, man.
Jindrak, O'Hare,
It was
Mike Sanders.
Mike Sanders. There you go.
What about Mike?
He could
Sanders?
talk. He could talk.
I'm gonna tell you another team that was good before the merger. And nobody wants to say it, but what was it? Team Canada, Lance Storm. What was the black dude name?
Elix
Felix
Skipper.
Skipper.
Elix
Yeah.
Skipper. Yo, y'all forget about Team Canada when he had the kilowatt. What was that belt he had? Yo, that was definitely dope.
The WCW Cruiserweight division was lit.
Oh, absolutely.
That
Absolutely.
that Cruiserweight division was lit.
I'm gonna tell you
They
like
was the
this,
backbone of
the-
WCW.
Yes, they were the
Young
backbone of
Dragons and,
WCW.
the Young Dragons and
3 count.
3 count ladder match, one of the best of all time.
Man.
Go watch it.
The Cruiserweight from that. Oh, another Ultimo Dragon was missing. He was in there.
Psychosis.
Oh yeah,
The
Ultimate
Parker.
Dragon. Ultimate
Psychosis,
Dragon didn't come
Hooven
till
Two
later.
Guerrero-
Guerrero didn't come till
Super
later.
crazy.
Juventud Guerrero,
Dean Malenko.
Dean Malenko. Oh man, there were so many cruiserweights, man. Oh my god. I mean,
Moving 2 can stay off the PCP.
Moving to was a party animal, bro. Like he
Yo.
just lived the life.
He was
a party
was
animal.
tweaking, boy.
that was
The
crazy.
juice.
But think about it. But you always think
Finally,
about
the
it.
juice.
Who could they have feud with in the WWE? Because you didn't really WWE didn't really have a cruiserweight, or they had a light heavyweight
Taka
division.
Michinoku.
Yeah. They had
S.A. Rios.
Shit.
Lena did him dirty, man. So we can't talk about S.A. Rios. She did him dirty like she did Matt Hardy. S.A. Rios ain't do nothing wrong to her, man.
All right, Lucas, what grade you get a storyline?
probably a B plus, to tell you the truth. Like I said, I was 7, 8 years old when it was going on. Like I was just fresh on the wrestling scene. So a dope storyline was all I needed to actually like jumpstart my fandom and be like, yo, this shit's actually kind of hot. Like I might fuck with this shit going forward.
That's what's up.
So like the first WrestleMania I watched was WrestleMania 17. Later that I had started watching wrestling probably maybe that prior summer is when I started. Watching WrestleMania 17 was my first actual Mania. And I'm like, okay, that was like fucking raw. And then fast forward that, the summer, that's when the invasion starts happening. And I'm like, yo, I can't wait till next week and see what happens. Like, Or even fucking, I can't wait till SmackDown and see what happens. Like, who's gonna get jumped? Who's gonna cross over to the Alliance? Like, is somebody from the Alliance going to join Team WWF? There was always those questions, and like I said,
the Invasion storyline kept you on your toes, man. It made you want to tune in to see what happened on every single episode.
And as an 8-year-old who'd get hype over that shit too, like hell yeah, I would rush home from school and just impatiently look at the clock, just waiting. And I'm like, yo, is it 8 o'clock? Is it 8 o'clock yet? Because you remember Monday Night Raw used to come out at 8 o'clock up until 10. So I'd literally have to beg my parents to be like, yo,
Lucas, you went around when Raw was an hour. Nobody remembers. Y'all youngest don't remember when Monday Night Raw came on from 8 to 9, and that was it.
I might have
9 to 10.
I might have been born, but I wasn't.
I remember it was like 8. Yeah, I remember it was 8 to 9.
It was 8 to 9. They only had like 3 matches on there.
Then they incorporated the Warzone. Warzone was from 9 to 10.
Yeah. Then they went from 9 to 11, and then a couple years back they started doing 3 hours. I'm not a fan of the 3-hour Raw. Keep it 2 hours. Because there's so much stuff they got in between and everything like that. But, of course, Vince wants the money. But that's another thing. Like, Cap, what was your grade for the storyline, man?
And being that I'm the oldest on here, man, I was about 20 when it started. I want to give it a C. Huh?
He got to be the oldest because
yeah.
Lucas is youngest. Me and Chris, we both the same age.
You forget I'm 37.
I'm 36.
I'm 36 too. I'll be 36. You know, black folks got to add a year. So
man, shut the fuck up. I ain't add no damn year. Fuck you.
Hey,
I ain't add no
damn
year. Fuck you.
I'm 36. Greeks do that shit too. Greeks do it too. My dad always adds a year on my age, and I'm like, I'm fucking 27. Damn it.
But
I'm 30. Don't add years onto my life, man. Shit.
I give it a C because I knew what was going on, and I'm like, where's Scott Steiner? Where's the NWO? Where's, you know what I'm saying? Where's Goldberg? Where's Sting?
Exactly.
And that was in the front of my mind. You know, it was compelling, but that was in the front of my mind. You can't really do this without them. And like, you know, this is when the internet started going on. So I figured out the contracts that were guaranteed. So smart thing is they get that money, but Booker T took a sacrifice and his career flourished after that. But I think they could have elevated a few more WCW guys. You had some good guys. You had Mike Awesome was around. Buff wasn't that bad, but I think, you know what I'm saying, he had a lot of backstage stuff going on with him, so couldn't really elevate him. So they made the best of what they could. And, you know, when WWE and Triple H was gone, where was Mick Foley at?
He had already, remember they have storyline fired him because he was the commissioner?
Yeah.
Okay, so he was gone.
And then I remember he ended up coming back at the end of it, and I know Vince wanted him to be the commissioner. And remember they was on the plane.
Yeah.
Like, man, I would never kiss your ass again. And that's what set up the whole Undertaker turn.
Yeah.
Another thing, the DDP and Undertaker, I didn't like that. That was like a reach. The Stalker and all that. Like they could have gave that to somebody else.
Facts. That's where I feel like that's where came involved.
They should have gave that to Chris Kanyon, elevated Kanyon off of that storyline.
But are we really gonna act like that crowd didn't pop hard as fuck for DDP when he showed up?
Absolutely.
When he showed up, that crowd,
big time pop,
Absolutely.
big time fucking pop.
DDP don't have a name. They pop because it was DDP. That don't mean the storyline. I think it still was.
Oh no, storyline sucked. Storyline was dog shit.
DDP
but
when
he showed up and it was revealed that he was a stalker, I was like, yo.
That was like, so.
The one thing I'm glad was the Undertaker wasn't the dark Undertaker during the whole.
He was Big Red.
I'm glad he was American Badass during the storyline because the Phenom shit wouldn't have worked during that storyline. I don't.
I agree. I agree. It definitely wouldn't have worked.
It wouldn't have worked for that storyline. I'm glad he was an American Badass during the storyline. It came out much better that way with the whole thing, and then he was able to go back to that character again. But I don't think you needed it for that storyline. And then that storyline. It brought out the best character, like Stone Cold. It brought out the whole what thing. That's how that started. And then that became his whole thing, his whole gimmick. And I love that gimmick because he did some of the best interviews and best promos doing that what shit.
It actually showed. It actually heightened up his character because his character was so serious up until then. And I give you another thing on that with the Invasion. It showed you a better side of the Stone Cold. It built his character even more to a higher level too.
Yeah.
because even though he still kept his catchphrases, that's the bottom line, and everything like that. He earned a new catchphrase, which is still going on to the day, which is still chanted to this day. What? And I agree, Big Keith. He has some of the best promos during that time. What?
The one with him and The Rock before Survivor Series, where they were sitting there singing. What was that song? The Margaritaville song.
Oh my God!
Thing. Yo, that
Stop,
promo was
stop.
That promo was hilarious to me. Because it looked like they were. I like that promo because it looked like they freestyled most of that shit, and they were
improvised.
They were improvising. Yo, this shit was hilarious. And then at the end, and Rock says, "Stone Cold." He said, "The Rock never forgets." And dude said, "There and hit him with the rock bottom."
Yeah.
Yeah. Hey, fucking. Speaking of The Rock, when he cloud coached, but it's like, yeah, do the Charleston. He's like, bend over. It's like, get your monkey ass out of The Rock's picture.
No, when he showed up that one Monday night, he was like, Miami Pie. And he left him. No, he left him hanging.
Hey, no, the one that kills me, one of the more recent ones, where he, where he showed up in Miami on Raw, and he's like, this is where we're going off the script. And he interviews those few dudes down at ringside.
The Macho Man.
Yeah. And he goes, the weed is powerful in Miami tonight, boys. Dude,
yo, I said only The Rock can do that.
Yeah. I'm watching Raw, and I'm just like, this man really just said that on live TV. I was like, really?
Yes. He said that on live TV, man. Yo, The Rock, they let The Rock go off script. And when he
Rock dropped the F-bomb before.
Hilarious. Yeah, I think he did.
I mean, Vince has dropped the M-bomb. Lawler dropped, the other F-bomb.
Oh, yeah.
But now they're letting them hear. Now you're hearing shit all the time on the air now.
Yeah.
They're letting them say that more. Like, I hear it on AEW all the time.
You know what?
Says it all the time.
You know what? Have you guys heard of WrestleMania on YouTube?
Yeah.
No.
Yeah.
I watch that shit all the time.
Yeah, I don't like some of the things they say. I really don't try to take like credible, but one of their most recent videos was like saying how WWE is trying to shy away from the PG era and try to like slowly go back to Attitude Era. And I'm like,
yeah, they had the hose. They had the hose on Monday.
Yeah, I mean, don't get me wrong. Like, it sounds good, but it's one of those things.
Yo, hold on, Lucas. Let me stop. I'm sorry. I did not mean to cut you off. Cap, shut up, man.
They were there.
What?
The hose. The Godfather hose.
Shut up.
They was right there gyrating, bro. I seen that shit.
Oh my God.
They had the hose. They had the hose.
And then the weird camera cuts. I said, yeah, this is not PG.
Look.
And they had the porno music.
Yeah.
What is wrong with you?
Yo, I gotta finish drinking my water. Hold on, because you almost made me spit that out.
What is wrong with you?
Yeah, if I cut my cam out like this, it's because
go back
some dumb shit.
Go back and watch the beginning of that segment.
I need to go back and watch that again.
Go back to the beginning and watch the beginning of the segment.
Anyway,
said they had the hose on.
Yeah, the hose, the porno music, and
can we just agree? Can we all just agree on one thing though? Those women definitely need to get some new dance moves. Like, I can't be seeing you drop it, blocking and dropping it for 3 hours straight. Like,
it was looped. It was looped. It wasn't their fault.
They had to be looped because
it wasn't their fault, Lucas. They had to be
pre-recorded.
Yeah, I know. Anyway, like I said, them going back to Attitude Era type ordeals and whatnot. It's one of those things where, and you guys will agree with me on this one, it's where we got to see it to believe it, Exactly. Like, I'll believe it when I see it.
Like, when I got to see blood again, they got rid of the blood, the cuts.
I don't care so much about the blood, like, not consistently. Like, if you see it once in a while, sure, whatever.
Yeah.
Depending on the feud. Care about the blood.
I want to see barbaric matches return, dude. I want to see some barbaric hardcore matches. I want to see barbed wire steel cages be a thing again.
I want to see bra and panty matches again.
Yeah, bra and panty matches. Thank you.
HLA.
Thank you. I want to see Zelina versus JoJo in a bra and panties match.
Take my money now.
Take it. I don't give a damn. I don't care. I don't care if JoJo doesn't wrestle. She needs to wrestle.
I don't.
I mean, look, I'll put it to you this way: if JoJo's gonna be in that, just expect the Fiend to, intervene and be like, "Nah, this ain't it."
You better
Mhm.
not. Hey, Fiend, stay out this match. I want
I'm
to
the
see
only one
this.
getting in that.
I want to see this. I just don't want to see Shayna Baszler in a bra and panties match. No.
Blech.
I don't want
I
Yeah.
to.
hate the way they doing her, man. I hate the way they doing her, bro. She's a destroyer, man. Like a lot
Vince
of people don't get her.
Vince don't like her.
Yeah.
Now they're trying to turn her face. You see that? Why she punched Sasha Banks the other night?
She did.
Did you guys-
I gotta go
you
back
guys
and watch.
Did you guys
Yeah.
read that story that apparently Vince is very high on Aleister Black, and that whole rumor was bullshit?
Yeah. They changing his gimmick. They doing something
But
different.
they
with
got rid of this entrance and shit like that. I mean, that's his entrance is what made him.
They need
I
to
mean-
make him the Undertaker Jr., man. That's what they should have did.
Yeah,
He's-
that's what they.
I mean, look, I don't like. Yeah, his entrance did make him, but if we're gonna be honest, though, like the man is a fucking monster in the ring.
Hell yeah.
Just the way that
Black-
he moves,
Black Mask.
dude. Anytime Black Mask gets hit, Chris,
Bro, when he hit
Chris
that shit
will
on
tell
Gargano,
Chris will tell you straight
man,
up.
did you remember that match they had? He hit that shit on Gargano. Woo!
I think the one that really, where I was like, oh shit, was probably when he won the NXT title. I think.
Andrade.
Yeah, I remember
You
that
put
one.
Andrade.
Yeah.
I
When
like the
he's-
one he did on the one he did on Dream was good too.
Shit.
Oh yeah.
Oh, that one he did on Dream. Oh,
Hey,
damn.
can we? Hey, I think his best in-ring work was definitely the match where against the War Raiders from Takeover New York, where Ricochet was his tag partner.
Yeah,
That's probably one of my
Oh.
favorite. Honestly, dude, that like I always say, Gargano and Cole is obviously the goated match on that card, and I think in all of takeovers. But that tag team match definitely has a argument to be in the top 5.
Yeah.
No, not top 5, top 10 for sure. Because I already have my top 5 set for right now.
we'll do a show on that. But one more
That
thing.
should be the next show.
before
I think we should do that on the next show.
What,
NXT Takeover top 5, and we talk
yeah,
about the best
considering
takeovers.
you know what, Lucas,
Since
that's a good idea.
Takeover 30 is coming up later this month.
Takeover 30. We're gonna talk about our favorite takeovers, man. We got to compile a list. Damn, that's gonna take me all day to do that shit.
I mean,
Are we doing tag team matches, or are we just doing overall matches or singles matches?
overall, dude, it don't matter. You could put a War Games match up in there too.
Oh shit! Damn.
Like-
we're
like
gonna
War
have to
Games-
delay this show.
like-
I need time. I gotta write this. I gotta write this thing out one at a time because
Well, so if we plan accordingly, we can probably squeeze out a show the 20th if we're gonna do the show every other week. Or I mean, I'm open usually Thursdays to do another one next week. But if we do one, the Takeover 30 is the 22nd of the month. So if we do one that Thursday,
all right, we'll try to sneak one in there on Thursday. I know. Hey, God bless her. My mother's birthday's the 20th, so I'm just letting y'all know now.
Oh, okay. Okay.
Mom Duke, shout out to Mom Duke.
Yeah,
Shout out
right.
to Mom Duke.
shout out to Mom
Her,
Dukes.
shout out to
Shout out
Mom.
to
Her
Mom
birthday
Duke.
is on August 20th.
Shout out,
So-
Mom.
Well, we
everything like
could
that.
we could do it. We could do it next week on the 13th. Either or doesn't matter to me.
We'll get it there because I
13th?
actually do want to discuss the takeover. I want to see what the final card is going to be before anything.
We'll
we
discuss-
still might be able to do it for the 20th because I actually get off early on the 20th.
We'll-
We'll discuss it off air.
yeah.
We'll
We could discuss we could discuss the upcoming takeover card, SummerSlam card too, because obviously it's gonna be SummerSlam weekend.
Yeah,
And
that
then-
card should be fine. Because I do apologize, y'all. I do these shows on Thursday and I know Friday night SmackDown comes on and they usually add a match or two on, and we don't talk about on the card, whatever.
Yeah.
'Cause that ends up happening like 9 times out
It
of
is fucked
10.
in.
We'll discuss the card, and then next thing you know, they'll add a match onto the card. We don't know about it. We weren't able to discuss it, but we apologize for that and everything and stuff like so. Apologize for that, but yeah, we'll try to do another show probably in 2 weeks, and we'll just discuss NXT in regards to the matches and everything like that. But one more thing I want to address the faction that was on Monday nights, because I've been hearing a lot of rumors about who's in that faction, who's part of that faction. I went back and watched the segment.
You want me to get mad, don't you?
Yeah, go ahead and get. Yeah, I'm gonna let you speak
You
your
really
piece in
want me
just
to
a
get
minute
mad
because
because I don't mean to cut you off before we do that. Before you get into that, I just want y'all to know I had stopped watching wrestling for a while. Stopped watching wrestling for a while. Monday, I picked Monday to watch a full WWE program. just to get disappointed again. You know, that just means how naive I am. But and that just makes me mad. Like I
was disappointed.
I was
I
very
feel your
disappointed.
pain.
And I told Lucas I was disappointed. I was hurt.
So was I.
That whole Raw Underground thing. I don't even want to talk about it here on the show. That stupid.
The 2020 Brawl for All.
Yeah. But getting back to that faction, who do y'all think is in this faction? Because I watched the segment. I saw 2 females and it looks like 3 males. It looked like it was 5 people. So who do y'all think is in this faction?
It looked like a bunch of 205 live people.
And the name of the faction is Retribution. The name of the faction is Retribution. That's what they're calling them. But who do y'all think is part of this group?
Dijakovic.
I'm calling that. I said Ciampa.
Oh shit.
I called Ciampa because we haven't seen him in a while. It could
Creative
be
had nothing for him.
They have nothing for him, and I called Dream too. I could be. I might be completely off, but I'm gonna go with Ciampa, Dream, and Dijakovic for this. The females.
I'm gonna say. They starting them off like Nexus, like just let them just come through and beat everybody up. You got them destroying stuff, messing with the lights. I can't take them serious already. Like unless they come out the gate with some other shit. Like
right.
Who would the females beat on the group? Oh, you know who I ain't thought of? What's his name's girlfriend? Chelsea Green.
Oh yeah.
I thought about her. I think she's part of that group too.
But she disappeared.
Okay.
She disappeared. Chelsea Green.
Look, I saw something on Instagram that had me dying laughing because they said the group was Roman, Brock, Goldberg, Charlotte, and this is the rule: only Roman and Goldberg can squash anybody, or no, Brock and Goldberg can squash anybody.
Wow.
I'm interested to know.
I need to find the post and send
please send it. I want to see that, man. But I'm interested to see who's in this group because I think Dijakovic has been rumored to go up to Raw, so I think that he's in the group. I'm gonna just go ahead and say he's in the group. But I think the other 3, yeah, it could be. The other 3 is going to remain a mystery. I like how they're going with this, but like Kev said, you got to attack some people. I want them to attack some people backstage or at least leave like something like a sign or something that they've been attacked or something like that. Or, you know, I need some kind of storyline. But I think Dijakovic, I'm calling Dijakovic, Ciampa, Velveteen Dream, Chelsea Green. That's what I'm calling so far.
I think they got off to a bad start with the stable by announcing the stable.
Exactly.
I think they should have
just. Who does that?
I think they should have just let what happened happen organically. Let them have some destruction, and then they just sit there and be like, okay, who are these? You know, who are these people? But by them announcing that there's going to be a new stable before the show, that got people to look into it. That of course that created the people to watch. I give them that good business, good business marketing on their end. But my thing is, okay, you said there's going to be a new stable. When you say there's going to be a new stable, that means you introduce this stable. That means you're knowing who these members are. Even if you don't know who the members are, you have them come out at the end of the show, cause destruction. Then you can get on Twitter since we're in the reality era. Then you get on Twitter and say, we just got word that there's a new stable and they're calling themselves Retribution.
And I will hold off on unmasking them. Don't unmask it at one time. Let the storyline build.
Right.
And slowly one person at a time.
You gotta unmask them DDP style.
Right. I mean, I tell you, I kind of look like this. They're a fake ass Dark Order. Yeah, I said it.
Wait, I'm sorry. Hold up, Chris. The Dark Order is actually relevant because I could have swore that once Luke Brody Lee joined AEW, he was about to be catapulted to stardom.
I'm not saying. Hold on, I did not say.
I know.
That they're great. What I'm saying is the way they're going with Retribution, they're going to Dark Order.
Yeah, I see what Chris saying.
Yeah, I see. But I like the sound of the storyline.
I'm still here, fellas.
All right,
yep.
cool.
They got Cole Cabana in their group now.
Yeah, which is baffles me. What the hell is he doing in that group?
Justin said it was some kind of storyline where
Champ and New Day.
Yeah.
That's just weird.
Bruh.
Look at Lucas about to have a heart attack.
Oh man.
Yo, could you imagine
Ciampa with the hip
Ciampa and New
movement.
Day? Yo, I'll lose all for respect for him, yo. I will lose every ounce of respect I've had for Ciampa, yo.
Nah, I'll be in the hospital. I have an asthma test.
What I just tell y'all, when I hear some bullshit, I'm gonna walk away like that just to process what the fuck y'all just said.
Ciampa gyrate.
But yeah,
with his crutch.
Hey, can you imagine Tommaso hitting the New Day dance with his crutch?
red card. I gotta put a red card up. Red card. No.
Hey, give me five of them. Hey,
What
give
is
me five
wrong
of them.
with you, Lucas? Why would you put something like that in the atmosphere?
No, Lucas. God. Oh my God. You and Cav gotta stop. No, I'm not doing it anymore. The gyrate.
Yeah, Cap over here talking about, the hose was there on Monday, and then just, man, I'm still not over that part.
They were there.
The hose was there.
Go back to WWE No Mercy, the game, right? You get the golf off, you can buy the hose, 3-pack of hose for $50,000. That was them. Change out the bag.
Okay, I'm gonna turn my camera off on you now.
I'm going on that one too. I gotta leave for a
camera off
minute.
for you on that one.
I gotta leave for a minute. I'll be back.
I already turned my
really
camera
happened?
off for you. This man said,
You get the golf off, you gotta unlock the golf off, you can buy the hose if you want to. I never bought them because they didn't serve no purpose. Can't beat them up.
$50,000 for the hose.
Yeah.
$50,000 for the hose. Okay.
Go back and get No Mercy. I got a 64 somewhere. I'm taking a screenshot.
Purpose cap.
Well, we've been on this show. We've gone from takeover. We've been gone takeover to invasion the hose. Oh, what's next? Ciampa and the New Day. Oh man, God.
Hey,
Anyway.
with crutch.
Eric Bischoff came back this week. Eric
Man,
Bischoff popped
listen.
up this week.
Listen.
I'm
You get a
back
WWE G reject. You get a
and
WWE
better than
reject.
ever.
Everybody gets a WWE
That was my shit.
reject.
You know what though? Hey,
You got 3.
Chris, I'm gonna go and tell you guys this. Yes, AEW is getting a lot of old WWE guys, but they're not all rejects. A good amount of them are though. And I tried to explain this to somebody on Twitter because they're like, oh, they're trying to justify it, and they're like, so if these people come from this company to WWE, blah blah. I'm just like, here's the thing: it's the difference between opting out of your contract and choosing not to resign, as to where getting fired in future endeavored. You can tell all the old WWE guys in AEW who chose to opt out of their contracts and who got future endeavored. All right, so the ones who got fired are some fucking rejects. I'm not hearing it anymore. And I think I explained it to him best because he didn't say a fucking word to me after that.
What was the main reason regarding the Luke Gallows and Anderson not signing with AEW? I knew there was. I think somebody was trying to get them there. I read a story about it. Cap, I think you know something about it, right?
Yeah, AEW wasn't going to let them go to Japan. They wasn't going to let them go to Japan.
Oh yeah, they want that lucrative contract to be able to go and
Impact
compete.
is going to give them the
Japan.
flexibility to go to Japan.
Yep.
And Carl Anderson needs a solo run, man. Carl Anderson is nice, man.
Carl
I'm not
Anderson,
sure
yeah.
why nobody has seen it. Like, I don't understand. Carl Anderson is a.
But did you hear about them wanting AJ Styles back in Impact?
Yeah, they've been
He ain't
texting
going
him every
back.
day.
AJ said he's not going back.
AJ's not going back. AJ, come on now. As much money as you making in WWE, what the hell?
It's the visibility.
AJ is either going to re-sign a contract with WWE.
He's gonna be an agent at the end.
I'm saying he's either going to re-sign with WWE to a contract that fits his schedule at the age that he is now, or AEW can offer him some big money, or he could just retire. It's one of those 3 options.
He's gonna retire with WWE. He's gonna be a backstage agent. That's what I see for AJ.
That he made it to WWE still blows my mind. Like when he came out,
He should have
Rumble,
been. Oh shit,
man! When he came out at the Rumble, man, I was like
marked. Absolutely
I
fucking
was sitting there like, oh shit, AJ Styles. I was like, yo,
dude.
Hey,
for
Big
me,
Keys,
yo,
that used to be my favorite debut until Lucas ruined it.
whatever, dude.
wait a minute, I want to know why he
Lucas
ruined
has
it.
Ruined that day. I marked out when that happened. Lucas has ruined it for me now.
Oh, I've ruined it. Okay, bud.
Dude, this man would literally send me this on that snap on Snapchat 4 days a week, bro, with the caption, I still mark out. Like, okay, I get it, bro. I love it too. But he would I had to tell him, please stop sending it to me. You make me hate it now.
Like,
He
we
would
had
literally
man alone,
And
man.
4
But
times a week.
And then I started sending him edges too.
Now Edge is okay because that was just me because we knew AJ Styles was coming. We didn't know Edge was coming back.
Oh, see, I had no clue AJ was coming. I tried to stay away from all the spoilers that week. I didn't
now
look at
Styles, I
nothing.
had no Styles. I had no idea.
Because, dude, especially third in the Rumble, like, I'm hearing some weird music, and Roman's, like, looking at the screen, like, all confused and shit.
The way they fucked it up because the camera angle had it staring at
Reigns.
Because you could hear the crowd marking the fuck out, too.
And then was said
So you
phenomenal. He came out. I was like,
as soon
AJ Styles is in the WWE. I couldn't believe it. It took me.
I was watching with this chick I was seeing at the time, and she was watching with me, and I'm going crazy in my room, and she's like, "Who's that?" I'm like, "That's probably one of the biggest fucking names in the world that's just signed with WWE."
Who had been rumored to go in WWE for years, but never came, but he finally showed up in the WWE ring, and it's like that one, and then the Hardy showed up at WrestleMania. When we marked, I remember watching WrestleMania. I remember I was texting y'all in the group, and when they showed up, and we all marked out when they showed up at WrestleMania.
Yeah.
For me, my favorite live mark out moment is probably Kevin Owens showing up at War Games last year.
That crowd lost it. That crowd lost when that music hit.
Chris, I had my phone with me, and like Chris was the only one I was texting, and I still have that text message like saved that whole like 5 minutes leading up to it, and then like he hears Kevin Owens, and I'm just like, dude, what the hell? The whole
didn't see that coming.
Nobody did. Nobody did.
And
he came out.
And there's more to that story too, because that's at the time that my girl was pregnant with Zayden, and we were literally in the room getting dressed to go out. And I was like, well, I'm not gonna go out because I'm not moving yet because we watching Takeover, and my boys is there, and who's to say I won't see them in the crowd? So me and Lucas literally are talking, like we're texting, everything like that. We walk the bed.
I got one eye on my phone and the other eye in the ring.
Next
literally.
thing I know, the buzzer go off. Kevin Owens go off, dude. I flip out. Ask my girl, I flip out. I know my son.
Dude, that crowd.
Out, and I text Lucas immediately. I like, dude, tell me that's not really happening. He was like, that's happening.
That's happening, and I'm
going nuts in there.
Dude, it happened. It happened, and I acted a whole ass.
Yeah,
a whole ass.
Yeah,
a whole minute. Cause, dude, I screamed to the top of my lungs, dude. As soon as KO started marching down that ramp, I was screaming because I was hyped. I'm like, it is lit in here right now.
Absolutely.
I was like, that's the one. That was the one moment where I felt like the roof was literally about to fucking blow off the Allstate.
Yo, real quick, Chris, your boy Thomas Vasquez was talking about, don't ask me shit about Marty Jannetty, Chris. I had to get that in there real quick.
Hey.
It's in the comment section.
Yo, that meme that Cap shared to the group chat today, where it just says, dude at a bowling alley, it touches Marty Jannetty, and it's just like the fucking, say, oh boy, here I go killing again.
Yo, I was in here dying, man. That shit was hilarious. Yo, Cap had me in here dying weak, man.
Dude, dude, like it was just too excessive.
Yo, shout out to Thomas, man. Shout out to
Thomas, man.
For commenting during the show, man. Darren, we gotta have you on here, man. Because we want to hear more about the Marty Jannetty story. Anyways, I'm sorry. But yo, anyway,
chill. We can't talk about Marty, man. That's a whole nother episode.
Yo, I'm not even gonna go into that.
Bro,
I'll tell y'all what, y'all do your own research on the Marty Jannetty shit, because this motherfucker's a psycho.
I'm not researching shit. I could care fucking less.
I'm kind of crazy, but I have my limits.
No, hold on. Hold on. Oh, the reason why you can care less is because you don't know the story behind Marty Jannetty and Thomas. That's why. That's for another day. Me, Big Piece, and Cap know about the story about Marty Jannetty, bro.
What does he have like some gay man crush on Marty Jannetty or
No,
something?
no. This goes back to
no.
All Pro Wrestling Fan Forum, bro. This goes back to All Pro Wrestling Fan Forum.
He was actually in the group.
Yo, he was actually in the
He
group.
was in the group. I remember.
He was in the group.
Off air, Lucas. We'll discuss. We'll talk about it in the chat.
Hey, I have to hit you with that.
We'll discuss it on the chat.
We're gonna take it to the chat.
Yeah, we're not,
Yeah.
ladies and gentlemen. We can't do that show on air because I have a reputation. I want to make sure this show continues on air.
We're gonna shut down.
We can go
So do-
live.
yeah, so
we're
do
not
I,
doing that
so-
show on air. I apologize for that.
Nah.
And don't send me no emails talking about why I want to do the show. No, we're not doing the show on that.
Nah, we're not
No.
gonna discuss that because if it's as bad as y'all three are making it seem to be, I don't want. I don't even want to. I don't even want to speak.
No. I'm not. Don't ask me. Don't email me. Don't text me. Ask me to do a show on that. I refuse.
Hey,
to.
it's like that gift. Like, yeah, that's a no from me, dog.
I kind of want
that's
to
a
do
no.
it.
No, Chris, no.
No.
You're gonna have me banned from YouTube. Hell no. I'm gonna get an email.
And I want this show to
Dear
take
Mr.
off.
Gilliam, we will no
Jannetty's
longer
being
be able to air
investigated.
your
Yeah.
show
What you
live
talking
on
about?
YouTube.
I don't want this show to burn down before it takes off. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
No, exactly. I don't know. I don't want to lose my show.
That's
So,
see there. It's like at our wedding day, guys. Like there's gonna be some stories that we tell and some stories that we're just gonna keep between the boys.
yeah.
You
Man, I
know,
remember
like
this one time Bart Keith was with that.
just shut up, grab the mic. No,
Shut
you're
up.
done. You're done.
Goddamn microphone.
You're done.
Dude, chill. She don't need to know that.
As
man.
soon as Chris or whoever opens their mouth about a story.
Yeah, boy, but damn, yo.
Yo, whenever y'all get married, I know Chris.
Got me in
Yo,
tears.
when y'all ever get married, the stories y'all can tell on the mic, it will probably be hilarious. I'll be scared. I'll be sitting there. No, go on. Go. No.
No,
go
hey,
on.
I'll tell you like
No.
this. None of my boys are allowed to speak at my wedding. None of them. At all. They're censored. They are barred. They're banned. And if they try to get on the mic, they have to be removed from the premises.
I'm gonna have security. I'm gonna have
Hush
security
money.
coming.
See, here's the thing. I'm not gonna rat Chris out, and he knows it. If I'm giving a speech, it's gonna be one of them heartfelt speeches that
Have a drink before you do the speech.
But hold up. But I
Oh,
told
shit.
my boys I'm speaking at their wedding. So y'all better take the mic from me because I'm gonna have a drink in my hand too. On
Yo.
top of that.
Chris is coming out. Walking out to at my wedding to Brock Lesnar's music.
Yeah, I'm
Oh,
rocking
shit.
up.
I already told my girlfriend when we get married, I'm like, I'm having a WWE entrance.
Oh
Shit.
yeah, it's a
Oh
must.
yeah, I'm
Huh?
like,
It's a
you
must.
know,
I'm already doing UE. I already got the belts. I'm a Kyle O'Reilly that shit. You know, like the guitar. Walking in, a dude up, boom.
Oh yeah.
Oh, hey, whoever's standing at my wedding, majority of them are gonna be wrestling fans. The ones who are not, I'm gonna have to teach y'all the boom and when to do the Adam Cole,
Hey.
baby.
I'm letting y'all know. Cap told me he's coming out to the Nation of Domination.
Oh God. Oh God.
Hey, he said at his wedding, all you gonna hear is "We are the nation of
I'm
domination."
Yo, that's
My girl a flip. She, it'd be ugly. It'd be a wrestling match for real in there if I did some shit like that.
yeah. Well, my
But,
girlfriend already told my girlfriend already told me. She's like, I don't want nothing the WWE shit related in our wedding. And I'm like, she's like, no. She said, no. The belt stays home. No entrance music. I don't want that. She said, I've watched wrestling and I've seen what they do. No, not at the wedding. No, because we're gonna.
Hey,
be
Lucas
church.
said he getting pyro. Lucas said he getting pyro.
I-
Right.
Damn
I'll
fucking
get
right,
pyro too.
Damn fucking right, I'm getting pyro. What the fuck you
I'll
think
get
this
pyro
is?
too.
What the hell you think this is?
I'm gonna come in that bitch like Edge.
Everybody's getting pyro. Chris, you're gonna get pyro too, so you better make the most of it.
Yo, Keith, look at Tom in the chat. He said Marty Jannetty still has glass fragments from the barbershop in his mind. And then he said,
Oh shit!
"Don't get married, fellas. It's a trap."
Wow.
Wow!
Wow. All
Hey,
right.
we may have to
Okay.
have Thomas on the show. Yo, Thomas,
Yeah.
we're gonna have to get you on the show, Thomas, because
Bad.
we won't
That's
air it
a
on
job.
About
YouTube.
Marty. We got
But-
questions about Marty.
Y'all need to get Justin on there. Y'all need to get Justin on there.
Please.
Oh,
please.
Justin needs
please.
to come on here, man. Oh,
Get
Justin, yeah,
on, bro.
definitely. Justin
Yo,
needs to get
that's-
on here.
Justin
Raphael.
and Raphael, yo, they
Yeah.
have to be on. Matter of fact, hold that.
We gotta get my homie John on here too.
Yeah. Everybody. Shout out to everybody in Frontline, Kings, DNA, everybody. I promise I'm gonna have all y'all up on the show. We need to get y'all up on the show.
We gotta get Justin on there. If we don't get Justin and Thomas on and Raphael on there, Joe,
We gotta get Justin for the NXT
Yo,
NXT
Justin is
show, man.
hilarious, man.
Yo, we need Justin for AEW. We need Justin to be so biased. I need all that, bro. That was going to be one of the best shows. I mean, all these shows are the best shows I've been a part of. But when we put Justin on here, it is going to be a wrap. You understand? We probably will be talking less wrestling and talking more shit.
All right, fellas. All right, so that's the end of the show and everything. But before we go, as always, it's time for some top trivia. So now, as y'all know, Lucas is ahead. Lucas got 2 points. He's been crushing y'all.
How's Lucas ahead? I've been killing.
Nah, yeah, Lucas has got 2 victories. You got 1.
Oh, okay, yeah, that's right.
You got 1. You got 1. Cap.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah. Anyways, Cap, this is your opportunity to get
This
some
fucking
points
guy.
back. So now, in regards to this week's trivia, this is pay-per-views that are no more in WWE. So everything I'm going to ask y'all about previous pay-per-views that they had that they're no longer around. So let me see if y'all can get some of these. All right. First question: this superstar made his debut at the 1999 St. Valentine's Day Massacre in your
Big
house.
Show.
Got it. I didn't even finish the rest of the question. He cut through the mat during the Stone Cold Vince McMahon match. Big Show.
Paul White.
Paul White. He's here. Paul White's here.
He had a
All
weird
right,
mullet
next.
too.
Man, listen.
Kevin Nash in the front,
Man,
Uncle Holly in the
listen.
back.
He had a perm.
He had a perm. Oh shit! I remember that shit. Oh weak. All right. Second question: at the 2000 Rebellion pay-per-view, Kurt Angle retained his WWF Championship in a Fatal 4-Way match that included Stone Cold, The Rock, and which other WWE superstar?
The Undertaker.
No.
Triple H.
Triple H.
No.
Chris Benoit.
No. Oh my God! Yeah, y'all ain't gonna get this one. This is a hard one. When I looked it up, I was kind of shocked myself.
Rikishi.
Got it.
Oh,
God.
I forgot he was. I had to
I
put- he
did
was
it
part of
for The Rock. He said,
Rikishi
I
was
did
in
it.
that match.
I
I didn't know
did
he was
it.
in that match until I looked it up.
Hey, I did it for the people. He said, I did it. I did. He said, shut up, you dog
Lucas,
word,
do
fatty.
it. I did it for The Rock.
I did
Yo,
it.
when
I
Undertaker
did it for
flew
the
his ass
people.
off that cake out that Hell in a Cell.
Oh
he
man, send him on wood chips.
Dude, all you saw was ass.
400 pounds of ass flying off the cell.
All you saw was ass flying.
Yo,
I'm like,
the
what?
ground looked up, so the ground said, "Oh hell no."
And no smoke.
The ground said, "Oh hell no."
And I
Wow.
say that with no.
All right. Third question: at the 2004 Taboo Tuesday pay-per-view, which type of match did WWE fans choose for Ric Flair versus Randy Orton?
Cage match.
Got it. Got it.
I just watched that the other day and I forgot. Good shit, Lucas.
All right. At the 1999 Fully Loaded pay-per-view, who was the guest referee for Big Show versus Kane?
Mr. McMahon.
Mr. Ass.
No.
Hardcore Holly.
Got it. Chris, you won. That's 3 right there. All right, I'm gonna ask the last question. This pay-per-view last held in 2011 saw matches that included John Cena versus The Undertaker and even had its own Night of Champions themed pay-per-view.
Wait, I'm sorry, repeat that?
Wait,
Yeah,
what?
this pay-per-view last held in 2011 saw matches that included John Cena versus The Undertaker, and the pay-per-view also had its own Night of Champions themed pay-per-view.
Vengeance.
Got it.
Yeah.
Got it.
Yeah, because that's the Vengeance one was when they all was holding the title was Bobby Lashley, Undertaker.
Yeah.
And,
Yeah,
John
Vengeance.
Cena, and
Vengeance
Undertaker
eventually.
went out.
Yeah, Vengeance eventually turned into Night of Champions. I forgot about that. Yeah.
Exactly.
Hell yeah.
All right, so that's Chris gets that point. So Chris got 2, Lucas got 2. So Cap
On the donut. On the donut.
Cap,
We'll work it out.
You gotta get your win, man. You gotta get your win, man. You gotta get
I
your
feel
win.
confident.
You gotta get your win. They know they shit, man. That's the thing about it. They know they shit.
Yo,
They know
Thomas
they
saying a lot of
Rikishi
crazy
won.
shit in
I
the
knew it.
chat.
I thought I knew y'all was gonna have a hard time with that one.
I need to see these comments, man, because I ain't in it. But
Yeah, Thomas is
Shout
just.
out Shout out to Thomas, man. Shout out to. We do that. We'll do that when you tell us to do that. But you know,
Yeah.
Y'all are wild. Y'all are
All right,
absolutely
fam.
fucking
So
wild.
that's the end of our show, man. Oh shit. Hold on.
Oh,
Don't
you do it.
All right. Anyway, so I want to give a big thank you to everybody coming on. Kevin, Chris, Lucas. Appreciate y'all as always, man. Thank you for y'all coming
Always.
on, doing the show, man. Like I said, we've been having some good ass shows as of late, man. This definitely was a good show. It went 2 hours, which I'm really shocked. So I think it's the longest show we've had, but it's always a good show. Wait a minute, Kev, you got a guest with you?
$5 blingy tings. Make sure I just caught an elbow.
How you doing?
That's
How you
protect.
doing? What's going on?
Hello.
Hey y'all.
Hey! Shout out to you on your business.
bruised my heart.
You know, I pay attention to it and everything. I share it, so shout out to you.
Yeah, I share her page. Yo, go check her page out, y'all, man.
Check her page out, y'all.
She always has some nice items up there for sale. My girl was looking at the page the other day. She saw some items.
look, you about to really hurt me and I'm hurt.
Why does my man have a do-rag on and his hair is bald?
Hey, that's for another show.
You
It's
bet
waves
not
on
have
the
wave
do-rag.
back.
It's Marty Jannetty's fault. Let me stop.
It's waves on a do-rag.
He was trying to kill Kev and only got the hair off his head.
My man said my head get cold.
Wow.
That's a blanket for my head.
Mucho frío, Virginia.
Yeah, that Virginia weather. Yo, Chris, you weren't here long enough to experience Virginia weather. This Virginia weather, some crazy
I
ass shit.
experienced it a little
Bruh, it's like it could be 82 degrees tomorrow, and then like Thursday, like Saturday, it'd be like 39 degrees.
bit.
I'm being dead ass serious. But anyways, shout out to y'all that came on. A couple of shout outs. As always, shout out to Tim, who he actually commented on the thing. So shout out to him. Stats Don't Lie podcast. Make sure y'all check that out. He's on Twitter, Facebook. Make sure y'all, and he's on YouTube as well. So make sure y'all go check some of his shows out. Also, shout out to my homeboy Fuego Beats and my homeboy Ariel, aka Josiah. They have Straight to the Point Radio. Make sure y'all check them out. They're on YouTube. Matter of fact, Josiah just posted a video probably, I think, about an hour or two ago during the show. Make sure y'all go check him out. Crazy content. I'm on there periodically. The What the Fuego segments, those are crazy, man. Y'all got to check those out. So we talk sports, life, everything, man. So definitely shout them out. Also, make sure y'all subscribe to our YouTube channel. If y'all watching live, make sure, go ahead, subscribe to our YouTube channel. We're also on Instagram, Wrestling Talk Radio. Also on the Facebook. Make sure y'all check all that out and everything. But shout out to everybody who tuned in, who commented, and everything like that. Going forward, we're going live every show. You know, we had some technical difficulties last time going live, but this time and going forward, we're going live. And I like this because of the comments. We had a good time with this tonight, fellas. So I definitely want to do this format again. So we definitely going to get that again. So next show, NXT TakeOver. We're going to be talking about, I'm going to let y'all know, we're going to discuss it anyways. Episode 5 is going to be everything talking about NXT TakeOvers. Get y'all list together, fellas. I want to know what y'all top 5 NXT matches are. It can be tag team, singles matches. It don't matter. You know, just whatever. Name your top 5 NXT matches. So, and we all be ready to come. I'm gonna try to do it in 2 weeks. Like I said, we'll try to get that going, but definitely we'll get that set up. But
Infested neighborhood.
Say that again.
Oh, my shit.
Oh,
It went out.
anyways. Chris is doing something crazy. We don't know. But anyways, shout out to everybody again for tuning in and then for my guests for coming on. And remember, here at Wrestling Talk Radio, we're not just wrestling fans. We're wrestling fans. Good night, y'all.
Night, everybody.